We are live on YouTube.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Whoa.
Hello.
Whoa, what do I do?
I have my glasses on. I can't see.
Who is
Happy
that?
Easter.
I've
How's
got
it
to turn
going,
the
Mick?
advert off.
How's
Hello,
it going
everybody.
across at the big pond over there?
All doing well. Right, let me get set up here. YouTube chat on. All done. Right, rocking and rolling. How are we all doing?
Hi. Good. How are you? Just delightful.
Doing very, very well, my old mucker. Thank you very much. Yeah, doing very well. So, I can't talk with any teeth in my head. So how you doing?
Good.
We're live on YouTube on Saturday night. And as always, I've been invited over to you guys, which is an honour in itself, an absolute honour. First of all, happy Easter egg to you all. I'm taking you, the Easter eggs you sent over to me are in the post. I take it, and just been a bit delayed because I haven't got them as of yet.
Yeah.
But
They're on the way.
we're on the way. Yeah, I heard that. So thank you very much for inviting me up on the old Taryl Mix live stream, and let's hope we're going to get a lot of fun, a lot of good humour in the chat, and pretty much do some sort of just chill out. Is it a chill out sort of chat we want to do today? We don't want to get deep involved in valve grinding and lapping stuff, do we? Just want to chill out, or do you want to go with the flow, or how do you want to do it, Taryl?
Do whatever. We'll just address
a little bit of everything.
address questions or people.
A little bit of everything. So what I'll do is
stuff or whatever.
yeah, cool.
Feel it out.
I'll keep an eye on the chat as we go, and if I get any questions come up, I'll freeze my chat and I'll ask you the questions.
Okay.
Of what we're doing. Obviously, we're trying to keep it clean in the chat, people. So let's try and keep the capital letters to an absolute minimum. Let's try and keep no more than 3 emojis. And if you can't play nice, the people dressed in blue are just going to time you straight out, and you'll be gone from the stream. And your night's early, so you're going to bed early. So try and keep it nice and clean if you can.
Oh,
Might want to watch off then.
oh yeah.
Well, it's what it is. We can't have people running amok. So that's what it is. So how many people got in the old chat at the moment? Let's have a little look, see how many we're running at. We're running at 238 in the chat at the moment, and we've got over 182 thumbs up, which is absolutely fantastic. We've only been live for about a minute, so
That's pretty cool.
I see one. Greetings from Poland. Hello,
Oh.
Poland.
How
How you guys doing over there?
greetings from Poland. I see, yeah, Mick.
They got gas-powered sausage grinders over there. They can have Polish sausage.
Ken Small Engine says Mick put Mr. Briggs's teeth back in while I can't talk. That's a problem.
Yeah, I love your makeover. You look like a leprechaun. Tell us where the gold is.
Show me your Lucky Charms.
Oh, yes.
So, how have you all been? You've been, had a good day. How's your day panned out for you?
Oh, pretty
So far,
good.
Yeah,
so good.
it's 1 o'clock here. It's not 7 o'clock like where you're at.
Yep.
So we still got
Yeah.
a long day yet ahead of us.
Yep, been up since 5:30.
So have you actually sort of shut the shop? Have you, or what's the score? Because obviously it's a Saturday, isn't it? So are you open or?
No, we've been closed on Saturday, probably for about a year since the pandemic started. Then we started closing on Saturday.
Right. Okay.
So we kind of like it, so we're going to keep it that way.
Well, I don't
Really?
like it because I'm trying to come here and hang out, and then they're closed and they're not going to let me in, so then I can't hang out. So I don't like it.
Which is
Right.
great because we got a little bit of time away from this guy.
But somehow he made it in today.
I'm surprised you let him in the first place.
the door
To be
open.
honest. I don't know why you let him in. Cool.
Bring us an Easter basket.
Hey,
He didn't even bring us an Easter
I was
basket.
going to get you one tomorrow.
Yeah, you better.
tight wad. So someone said, "What are you all drinking?" I take it you're already on the brew, are you?
Water.
Water?
So
Is
far.
that, it's not that special water, is it? So are you? Go on.
What's that?
Go on.
Are you closed on a Sunday as well? Then you open Sundays?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're closed Sunday. Saturday, Sunday. We're closed Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, we're open from 9 to 9:15.
And then we're closed again.
But by appointment only.
That's right. So you got 15 minutes to get your stuff here.
It sounds a bit like McDonald's drive-thru at the moment. Hello to Western Canada. How you all doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. And don't forget, yes, we've got the moderators there in blue, and they're just putting out the rules of the chat within the older live chat there. So keep it nice and clean. Feel free to super chat these guys who do a fantastic job, and they put out some serious content for your entertainment. So show your appreciation to these fellas. It's very much appreciated. Hello to Elskins in the chat. How you doing, Elskins? Nice to see you. What was his dad's name? I saw in the last video. Is it
Raccoon Hat. That's his dad. His mom's mink coat, and his dad is Raccoon Hat. They're all named after pelts. They're from the pelt family.
Pelt family. Joseph says ignition system on the Briggs Intech V-twin ?
What about it?
Never
Exactly that. No idea. Can't have something. Mr. Mermedic's in the house. Hello, Mermedic. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you.
Someone asking about an 8-horse vertical shaft Tacumish.
Tacumish.
There we go. All right, let's see. Do you know if you could give me some information about an 8-horse vertical shaft Tacumish engine, spec model number, on a Sears? It's on a Craftsman. I have looked and found nothing.
We get a lot of messages like that.
So you have to go to Sears website.
Sears Parts Direct.
Sears Parts Direct, and type that number in. That 143-296032.
Dot.
Dash or dot. Sometimes you could go to Parts Tree. Will recognize that Craftsman number. So what does he need to know about the 8-horse?
He never really said.
Maybe he's trying to look up some.
Maybe he's trying to find parts for it.
Yeah, Sears Parts Direct. That's usually where you look up those type numbers, with 143 numbers.
So if it's an 8-horse vertical, it would be what, like a VXL 80 maybe?
I guess.
But go to Sears. Go to Sears website and look it up. And you should be able to find a parts breakdown. And the part numbers are the Tacumish part numbers on that site. They won't be like a Sears number. They'll be the OEM number.
And Sears changes that parts lookup like every other week.
Oh, we'll have more antiques to come. Don't you worry.
Cool. So you've got over 430 people watching.
Whoa!
248 thumbs up. So give us some thumbs up, people. Be much appreciated. What's that there? Who's that there?
You got an antique right here. There's an antique.
That's right.
How old is he now?
117.
I'm going to say you nearly as old as my mother-in-law.
And when he farts, it smells like burnt 2-cycle.
Taryl, did you figure out why the Simplicity 7119 shaft turns but no power to the wheels, or PTO?
What shaft?
That's from Larry. He'd be happy as Larry if you could tell him. It says
Larry.
did you figure out why? The Simplicity 7119 shaft turns, but no power to the wheels or the PTO? Shear pin broke? ?
It could be, or the pulley, because we got one in here now, a Simplicity. I don't know if it's that model. What is that thing? Really old? The 7119? I'd have to see a picture of it.
What did the plow say to the tractor? Pull me a little closer, John Deere.
You come up with that yourself?
No, it's in the chat. It's in the chat. It wasn't me.
Oh.
So yeah, Larry, you gotta check. We got one in here now. It's on a late model Simplicity, where the pulley on top of the transmission is wore out, and the pulley was just spinning on the shaft. So everything's spinning, but it's not connected to the shaft on top of the transmission, and so you might want to check that. Or we've had this before, where if the wheels are held on with the keys, I don't know if this is a garden tractor, the 7119, but we've had people that take the wheel off because it got flat to fix it and shoved it back on and shoved the key out of the shaft. So since it's got a differential, it's not going to drive. because that's what we do when we got junk tractors here that we can't move. We'll pull one of the wheels off, take the key out of the wheel and put the wheel back on, then we can just freewheel it. So check that too. I've had that.
MW says, is Taryl from England or just his dentist? He's rude. I tell you.
I do have some English in me.
Really?
On my mother's side.
Apparently Larry says it's a 19 horsepower heavy duty, but no power to the PTO either, is what he says.
Okay. So yeah, your tractor's broke. You need to take it to a shop and fix it.
But you can't take it to Terrell's because it's closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You got 15 minutes to get it here on Friday. Yeah, you got something going on in there. Just that's why you got to be a lawnmower detective. You gotta hunt it down. But I'm not familiar with that model tractor.
KHP says, do you ever sell new lawn equipment from your shop, or do you just concentrate on repairs?
We just do repairs.
That's cool.
The problem with selling new stuff is, these manufacturers, these sales guys, they'll tell you all these wonderful things about these mowers and stuff. And you're like, oh, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I'll take some of them. And then the customer gets in, you find out it's a lemon, and then who do they come to? They come to you. Because you sold it to them. And then you sold me this piece of junk. So, yeah, I don't want none of that. Unless it's like high-end commercial equipment. But where we're at, everybody wants the box store stuff. And so I let my brother Farrell sell all that new equipment. He has to put up with all those headaches. I don't want those headaches. We'll just fix stuff.
Got a gentleman here called Top Conker. He's actually from the UK. I know him quite well. He's actually what we call over here a carrot cruncher. He talks very ooh-ary like that. And he says, have you ever had a machine or mower that you cannot fix? You'd simply give up and say, don't know.
No, not yet. The thing that happens is we'll get stuff in and we could fix it. It's just, in some situations, it costs so much that the customer didn't want to have it fixed.
Yeah. Beyond economical repair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, we haven't had anything that we weren't able to fix.
Well, I have. I've got several I can post over to you. No problem. No problem at all. I've got loads kicking around my yard. How long do you think it'd be before lithium batteries start to rule the world?
Oh, that's a good one.
Trying to push that stuff.
Yeah,
pretty hard.
All those manufacturers, all those sales reps that come into Farrell's shop, they're really pushing that battery stuff, really pushing it hard. So I don't know. I would have to guess and say maybe 10 more years. I know they're going to slowly start phasing out the little handheld blowers and weed eaters, the cheap ones they sell at the box stores, because when they break or malfunction, there's no shops that'll really take them anymore to fix on it.
Yeah, I get you. That's why for me, with my channel, I just do stuff that comes in mainly from recycle centres, and I try and get them running and keep them out of landfill. I've now started to dabble quite a bit in the vintage stuff, so anything sort of 1970s and beyond. I've got a big mower over there, a Dennis, which was built in 1933. So I'm trying to go down the vintage road as well, because like you say, in 10, 15 years time, when the battery stuff is in, I'm not going to be able to just repair a motor for money I'm going to be able to turn. So I'm going to go down the vintage road a little bit and try and keep some of the older stuff going as well.
So what was that called? A Dennis?
It's called a Dennis Z type. Yeah, it's a 30-inch cut, or what you call a real mower, a cylinder mower. Yeah. A 30-inch cylinder mower with a triple split roller on the back, a big fan, and it's powered by a Blackburn 600cc engine. And it weighs about.
That was made in England.
Jolly old England, yeah. Oh yeah, jolly, yeah, it's proper English, yeah. And it weighs about 225 kilos. It's a fair old size kiddie. You when you engage with drive, you know you got hold of it. It's as simple as that. You know, it comes with a little tow along seat behind it. You get dragged along with it. But yeah, it's nice. I've had it running last year. Got it fired up, and that's now running. But I've got to now split it and paint it up and make it look nice. You know, so. It's nice to do with vintage stuff because the engineering is so basic. You know, it is just points and condensers and just real simple engineering. Nothing overcomplicated. If you want to take something off, it's right in front of you. You know, but the hard part, of course, is getting the parts and getting the spares for them. It's becoming really difficult. You know.
The Fire It Up guy is asking you, Mick, why don't you like Flymos?
So again, my sound went.
The Fire It Up guy?
Yeah, it's a really bad connect. I can't hear a word you're saying.
That's clever.
Is it because they got a Tacumish engine on there?
See, if I had a dump basement, you'd be in the basement by now. Yeah, all it is for me. I don't dislike Tecumseh, especially the old one. I don't dislike them. Over here in jolly old England, it's so hard to get the parts. That's the problem. And I can get an emulsion tube from the US, a little red emulsion tube. I need one for a Tecumseh carburetor, but it's going to cost me like $24 to get it shipped. Do you know what I mean? So again, it comes down to the beyond economical repair. Even on your main sites like your eBay and Amazon, you just can't get them. Go over to the US eBay, they're all on there. They're there for as many as you like, but they're cheap. They're about $8 for one, something like that. But to get it shipped to the UK, whoa, what happened there? You dumped yourself out. Oh, that's what happens. So yeah, it's not that I dislike the old Tecumseh engines. It's just it's hard to get the parts for them. That's a problem. I don't know whether
that's what my brother Farrell said. He goes, I think he doesn't like them because it's hard for them to get Tecumseh parts over there.
Yeah, really, really tricky. So the Flymo, as you know, generated out from over here, sold over into America, didn't really take off very well. But I don't mind the Flymo at all. With a nice Honda stuck on top, that's very nice.
And it doesn't have a blade anymore, does it?
Yeah. Well, my one does. I've just done an Atco Airborne B19. Which
doesn't it got plastic like trimmer blades on them now?
Some do, some don't. The new ones that are now owned by the Hater Toro Group, they still have blades on. They've got a 4-stroke engine with a blade on it. Yeah, they're still there, but the majority of the more homeowner type ones, yeah, they've got a silly little plastic nylon blade on there which just snaps as soon as you hit something,
Because they're real popular here with golf courses, I guess, use them. Husqvarna. Well, Husqvarna makes them too still, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. They're popular over here because of all the ditch work and all the bank work, you see, because you can just put it at a 45-degree angle and away you go, and they don't stall out. So so I've got one here. I've got an Allen one to do, and that's got a Tecumseh on it. I have had it running to a degree, not very well, but it's yet to go on the bench to be examined. But hopefully it'll run because it's got the Italian Tecumseh on there, about 1974, something like that. So yeah, hopefully I'll get it running. I've got loads of Tecumsehs. There's another one there staring at me. But you just can't get the parts for them. That is the issue. It's a bit like a Hater grass bag. You can't get them either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't mind them. And I think the other thing is especially with the self-propel and the push mode Tecumseh is that just to take the carburetor off, you've got to take the air box guard off. You got to take got to take the air cleaner off. You got to take the manifold off just to get the 2 little tiny nuts and bolts behind the carburetor. So you got to have the fingers like a dolly to get in there to try and manipulate it. There's so much that's got to come off just for a quick, easy repair. But it's just my own thoughts. I know that Bruce's shop, he's in the chat. He's over in Canada. He doesn't mind the Tecumsehs at all. He works on loads, but then he can get the parts.
Right. It's all about getting the parts.
Mhm.
Yeah, and also trying to get the parts in good time. If I can get parts shipped from the US to here in 3 days, it wouldn't be so much of a drama, But it's going to take 2 weeks. You got someone waiting for an emulsion tube or waiting for a main jet for a bolt. it's going to take 2 weeks just to get it. The customer's going to walk, aren't they? You know.
Yep.
So it's no good to me. But it's what it is. Is there any particular engine you don't like working on? Like something comes in, oh really?
Yeah, all of them. I never met an engine I liked. See, the thing is, I basically don't fix anything during the week at the shop.
Right.
I fix stuff in the videos because
Yeah.
we have to do a video every week. What I do here is answer the phone, wait on customers, pick up equipment, drop it off, clean the bathroom, empty the garbage. It's so hard to find any kind of competent help that can actually fix something, because the whole idea behind this business is if you got good mechanics to make you money, you know, that's why they're here, to make you money. I make money, they make money. But if I got a guy that can't fix anything, you know, he's not making me money, he's costing me money.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly.
So
that.
my time is very limited during the week. I'll fix tires. You know, somebody bring in a loose carburetor that needs a needle and seat or something put in. I'll do all the little quick, easy jobs.
Yeah.
But during the week, I'm up at this counter till like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and by the time I get in the shop, the day's over with. I'm whipped, and it's like, yeah, I just want to go home and crack a hams.
I hear you. Ken Small Engine Repair. He's over in I think he's in Connecticut. He says, "Do you ever get lots of fans coming in just to see you?"
Yeah, we had 3 in one day.
Yeah, the other day.
One from Detroit,
One was from Lafayette, Indiana.
and I think the other one was from
Portage.
and I think there was another one from Peoria or somewhere.
That was the same, or no. That was another guy that you blew off.
Well, not everybody tells me they're a fan either.
That's the thing, yeah. You never know who's a fan, because these people will show up from all over the place, or you'll get calls from all over, and it's like, is this guy a fan? Is he someone that just...
I'll tell you a story, and now I feel bad about this afterwards because I didn't realize, again, because he didn't say anything. Some guy shows up with a big snowblower in the back of his truck. And he wanted us to fix it. And I said, we're done fixing snowblowers. It's grass cutting season now. I says, you should have called. He said, I tried to call. You didn't answer the phone. Well, the thing is, we get so many telemarketer calls. Do you have them over there where they telemarketers call you?
Yeah, you do get them. Yeah, you do get them.
Even though you're on the do not call list,
you can't get on in the state of Indiana, you can't get on the do not call list if you're a business. If it's your personal home line, because I tried to get on there and they wouldn't let me on. I said, why? They go, because you're a business. And I go, oh, so my time's not worth anything because I'm a business? So if an area code comes up on the caller ID that is not a local area code, we don't answer the phone.
Oh, okay.
Because we get so many of these telemarketers calling, you know, it's wasting our time and we can't get anything done. So he said he tried to call, but we didn't answer the phone because he had an outside area code. So I didn't realize that. And then Junior said he was probably a fan. And then we looked up his area code and he came from probably 3 hours away. So he drove about 6 hours both ways just to have me tell him, I'm not fixing your snowblower.
Sorry about that.
I told him, I go, you could leave it here, but I have nowhere to store it. It's going to sit outside until November when we start working on snowblowers again.
Yes, you can buy swag when you show up here. We got T-shirts and all that stuff. Yes.
Cool. You've got Steve Small Engine Saloons in the chat. He's probably half drunk by now, no doubt. He's probably laid out across his workbench, absolutely smashed.
So what are you trying to say? He's a raging alcoholic?
Wow. He started coming on my stream, and within 3 weeks, I even had Bruce's shop drinking at 1:30 in the afternoon in Canada.
How do you know he doesn't drink in moderation?
because he's on my stream for 3 hours. There he is. You had someone in from Sweden a minute ago. Hello from Sweden. And there's your dinner. Nice to see you. You got lots of fans in here, lads. You got over 639 people with 340 thumbs up. You got some serious amount of people.
Hello, Sweden. Hello, everybody from around the world.
Hello, world.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Yeah.
Even though this chat is, this chat is slowed down. Yeah, that one can go. We don't need a language like that. No foul language in the chat, please, people. Would be much appreciated. I've got a Boland's Husky walk behind. Would go great with your bowlings.
Detroit comment. Thanks for the tour.
From Scott Keller.
Oh, okay.
This chat is moving fast. I ordered a calendar and some other swag and got some freebies. Much appreciated. Says all day too. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're gonna have to send that stuff back. There was something wrong with the order.
Sort of mistake.
We want it back. Whatever you didn't pay for, we want it back. That's stealing. Cody says, have you ever had anyone or someone drive their machine to your shop if it already ran? So I'm taking they bought it down and it runs already. All the time. We had a woman pick up her tractor and she lived about 4 or 5 miles away and drove it all the way home. We've had that a bunch of times. We've had them drag a lot. I had 2 kids last year drug their lawnmower with another lawnmower all the way to the shop, probably about 2 or 3 miles. They
really?
took a running tractor and drug the broken tractor all the way here. Their mom told them to do that. The funniest one was when the woman and her husband brought the go-kart to the shop, but they didn't pull it. She pushed it with the van.
Yeah.
And the guy was about 80 years old in the golf cart, in the go-kart.
Way low to the ground.
And she's pushing them with the minivan
down some busy road here.
all the way to the shop. This 80-year-old man.
Yeah.
Really?
Just to save, I think it was like $20 or $25.
It was like $20 we were going to charge them to pick it up, and they pushed it here with the van.
My Lord. Speaking of old men, got any projects like the one Slippers had a while back? Is he working on anything else? Has he got anything else you're working on?
Well, the Ride Master is done, and it's all restored, and we got that videos coming up. And then we've got a little contest we're going to do with Slippers, Mower, and my Ride Master.
Okay,
I'm not going to tell you what it is.
You'll have to watch the video.
You have to watch.
Find out.
You have to watch it, yeah.
But the Ride Master's done. It's all restored. Wait till you see it.
It looks awesome.
Rock says, does the
Keep
grass
asking this question. Let's address this one.
Yeah,
no,
that one
you
there,
do not have a phone number.
Don't
Just
try
to
to
let you
look
know.
for it. Don't try to call here.
All right. What were you saying?
In fact, that was actually going to be that same question. Can you reverse? What was that? It was deleted. Can you reverse the axle on the original first year Cub Cadet? I want to pull start it without a jack shaft.
I don't understand that one. Where is that one?
It's been deleted. I caught just what got deleted.
Can you reverse here it is. Can you reverse the axle? Was he pointing a gun at me, that kid? All right, we'll fix your mower, kid. Don't point a machine gun at me. Can you reverse the axle on an original first year Cub Cadet? I want to full start it without a jack shaft.
What's a first year Cub Cadet?
I don't know. That's a good question that I can't answer.
Here's a common one. Do you guys ever get customers who always blame other family members or neighbors for damage to their equipment?
Oh, this guy this guy owns a mower shop.
Yeah,
he owns a mower shop. You know they do.
My kid, Brandon.
Oh, my kid did it.
Mowers and Blowers Outdone, not to be confused with Henry from Mowers and Blowers, writes, who writes for scripts and releases the booper stuff? Who does the scripts?
These 2 guys mainly write them, and then I'll add things, and then a lot of times stuff gets ad-libbed as we're filming it.
William says, Mick, are you and Taryl, are you planning any more live streams? Nothing planned. We just sort of just talk to each other, mainly me and Junior. We talk to each other and we just, we chill out, hang out. I think that's a good idea. We'll go with that. We'll have a go at this and just, we're just enjoying ourselves, right, Junior? We're just having a laugh. Yeah?
And then you're the one that kind of was like, hey, you guys should do a live stream. And we're like, yeah.
All right, so I had to bring this out.
But here we are.
What's that? A crystal ball. Yeah, exactly.
We can answer some of these questions. We may have to consult the crystal ball.
I've got a stick on my toolbox that says
needs one.
It says I'm a lawnmower mechanic, not a magician.
I do.
Where are we going now? Who films and edits the videos? Is that you done already?
Yeah, that was the one I just addressed. I do. Thank you.
I do sometimes, but mainly him.
They won't let me touch the camera. It's like real expensive. They're afraid I'm going to drop it or something, or I'm shaky, or I cut your heads off.
Making Monster says, I have a Yardworks leaf blower with no spark. Is it the coil?
It sure is.
Yeah.
If it ain't sparking.
Unless it's got
electronic ignition.
It could be.
Unless it's got a torch plug in it. It might be just be a torch plug because they're horrendous.
Yeah. You try that first. Always try a spark plug first. That's the first thing you should always change is the plug. And then, because that's the cheapest way to go first. And then have a neighbor kid hold the wire while you pull it. Preferably a kid you don't like in the neighborhood. Tell him he's gonna get a treat. Look, you're gonna get a treat. You're gonna love it. Hold on to this wire.
Larry says pretty much the same thing. He loves Taryl when he does the voices of customers. That bit cracks me up. But
Can we get a little bit of that, Taryl?
I just did it.
A little bit of
hold on to the wire, kid. Come here, Johnny. Come here. Hold on to the wire.
I always get my my sons to pull the pull cords when I suspect the timing's out.
There you go.
They love that when it bites back. Customers think
we got here.
Customers think a tune-up covers a massive oil leak or a no start for a tune-up. No.
We don't get that too much. They'll just, they say, we want it serviced, and then we tell them. Dewey Searles, we know him. Old Dewey Searles. Hey, Dewey.
The most common thing I get is my lawnmower's broken down. How much to fix it?
Yeah.
Well, you need to bring it in to at least have a look at it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Get my hands on it. Get so much of that. I don't want to commit to it because I don't want to spend no money in the first place.
Or they tell you what's wrong with it on the phone, and then how much is that going to cost to fix it? It's like, I don't know. I got to get it in here first and see if that's the problem. I don't know what the problem is.
My mate Hayes Machinery up in Devonshire.
What's that?
My mate Hayes Machinery up in Devonshire says he's actually got customers with voices like that in the UK. In his shop. He's got
more like this. It's probably more like this. How much to fix my mower?
Where are we going next?
I'm pulling it, and it's spinning and spinning and spinning, but it won't catch.
That's pretty much where 95% of the ideas come from. Is based off either
of customers
or scenarios that we see often.
So, how many customers get blown up or chucked over by a wire fence then? Because it must be quite a few.
I'd be surprised.
Sometimes they get a little out of line.
Got a whole fence full of them.
Trouble. So got a question here from Mower Guy 69. Taryl, one more question. Do you know if a 24 V twin would fit on an 84 or 91 Sears lawn tractor, and would it run without all those sensors?
Yeah. The only trouble that I've had sometimes with repowering is the hood. But a lot of tractors, if you take the engine off, there's a bunch of holes in there so when it's coming down the assembly line, they can put different engines on them. And some of these tractors, I'm sure a lot of you grass rats know, are kind of overpowered. You'll get a 42-inch Craftsman in with a single cylinder 14 horse on it, and then you'll get the identical tractor that's got a big twin cylinder 20 horse on it.
Yeah.
So the holes are there. Usually the footprint for the different engines are there. So the first thing you got to do is just, if you're going to do that, is plop the engine on, put a couple bolts in to hold it in place, put the hood on to make sure the hood's going to fit. Because I run into that, put the engine on, put the hood on, and then the hood doesn't fit.
Henry Morski, he's over in America, and someone called Jesse Jones asked pretty much the same question. How did we start in making videos come up, and whose idea was it to start a YouTube channel?
These guys.
Found a video camera just laying in the shop.
Yeah.
And then we just clicked it on, and then
Wow,
everything
this thing
fell
works.
into place. It was
They-
crazy.
It works.
They turned it on, and the next thing it said YouTube on there. And
Yep.
So then basically we stuck it in the corner, and that's we're
Now you
giving
got-
you
now
a
you got a
view of what
channel.
our life is like.
Yep.
But no, seriously, these two guys, they started trying to do YouTube videos, and they didn't really, you got to have an audience. Anybody can make a video and stick it on YouTube, but who's going to see it?
Yeah,
So
right.
It was you, wasn't it, Slippers, that said, Dad's got a shop. He calls me Dad, even though he's older than me.
Yeah. That's just like an inside joke we got.
Right, just like some guys call their wife mother.
Yeah,
And
we're
it's,
not actually.
it's not their mother, it's their wife. Mother says, your mother? I thought your mother was dead. No, mother, my wife. So they said, you got a shop. Let's, the how-to thing is big, how-to videos. And, you know a little bit about lawnmowers, Dad. So, why don't we try to make some how-to? So I went on YouTube and said, well, let's see who our competition is, because there might be a ton of guys out there doing this. And sure enough, there were quite a few guys at the time. That was in 2014 we started.
Yes. Yes, it was.
So I said, we can jump in on this, but we might get swallowed up in the mix. So we need a gimmick.
Yeah. Something set you apart.
So we came up with this gimmick.
Cool. So did you ever feel, or did you ever think that your channel would have grown? Like, because you've been going since 2014, right? So that shot up in next to no time. It's not a long time in the grand scheme of things. Did you ever think your channel would grow in the way it has?
Well, I think the first year we only made them in the wintertime when we were slow, because during the season we were kind of too busy to do them.
And we didn't know how it was going to go. So
Yeah, we didn't know if it was
once
going
it
to.
started catching on, where people were like, "Hey, you should make more," and then we were like, "All right, yeah, we will." And then we did.
So that's when you decided to close the shop on Saturdays then.
We were like, "All right, let's shut it down."
Yeah. Just making videos. Where was that one from? I think it was it? Oh, I've lost it now. It was someone looking for a bearing. Oh, here you go. Dan, I'm trying to find an auger bearing for an older MTD snowblower. Will one of a Craftsman work?
Well, depends on if the Craftsman one, because Sears doesn't make anything. All their products are made by somebody else, and it says Craftsman on it. So for you grass rats that know, like the older Sears stuff was made by Roper. And then Sears has had Murray make stuff for them, MTD, AYP. So, yeah, it's possible. But probably the bearing you're looking for is probably no longer available, is what I'm thinking, under the MTD part number. So again, your only chance of fixing it is you got to have somebody machine this bearing or come up with an idea on how to make a different bearing. I don't know what the bearing looks like. I don't know if it's a bearing or a bushing he's talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to kind of think outside the trailer on a lot of these things.
Yeah.
And come up with a solution on your own. Or go to the inner screen where you can find a lot of stuff, and maybe you'll find somebody that's got new old stock of that part if you got the part number.
Yeah. John says, are any of the Grass Rats crew actually related?
No.
Nope. I met these guys a long time ago
at the truck stop.
Over at this truck stop here. I stopped in to get some batteries for my RC car.
And I've lived in the area for hundreds of years, so.
And this guy's like, hey, you want a job? And I'm like, how'd you know I needed a job? He's like, I don't know. You just look like you need a job. And I went, sure.
You're buying batteries.
No, not really. That's my dad.
Yeah, we're all related.
And he calls me son.
Dad, son.
Jim's Landscaping. I know Jim is over in America. He says, thank you, Taryl Jr. for the red hat. You must have sent him a red hat.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome. Thanks for buying that. That was a defect, I believe.
That's my buddy, Jim.
Good, right?
Gotta get some coffee.
All right, Slippers.
All right.
How did Slippers get his name?
I don't know. How did I?
Well, he wears a pair of slippers everywhere, so.
Should I tell the real story?
Except for right now.
Timmy says, I love Taryl. Please tell him. How nice is that?
Do you want to know how Slippers got his real name?
Go on.
How they got his name, Slippers? There was a customer that used to come. Well, not a customer. He was a guy. Well, I guess he was a customer at first, and then he turned into a shop test that hung around the shop all the time at Farrell's shop, and he wore house slippers all the time. So we never called him by his real name. I don't even remember his real name, but it was just referred to as Slippers after that, because every time he came in the shop, he had house slippers on.
Michael Robert says, Taryl, give us some mixed Mowers, some mixed voiceovers.
Mix?
That means you got to do your English accent. Oh Lord. What's this? Taryl, what does my mum mean? My mum mean less blades gives you more work, and more blades gives you less work.
What does my mom mean? Less blades give you more work, and more. Probably talking about a razor, I would imagine. You know, because some of those razors you shave with, some of them got 7 blades, so that means more work.
Oh, I see. We got a guest here. We got a guest here. Let's see who's that. Who's there? Oh,
it's Andy!
Andy!
How you doing?
Andy, what are you doing out there, you knucklehead?
Hey, how you doing?
We're doing okay.
Good. How you doing, Andy?
Where you guys at?
We're in the next room, you knucklehead.
Oh, what are you doing in there?
We're doing a live stream. You're on it right now.
Oh,
Ed, come on, get it together.
I don't feel like I'm in a stream. I think I'm in the shop.
No, it's a live stream. It's on the internet.
Oh.
It's not or anywhere.
Oh, okay, I got you now. How you guys doing?
We're doing okay.
Good.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Don't be messing with nothing out there.
Okay. Do you know where I can get some Popo and some Chipos?
Well, there's a dollar store over here. I think they got Chippos.
What
I
are
don't
Chippos?
have any money on me.
They're like like chips, like potato chips, crisp.
Yeah,
crisp. I think you guys call them.
Oh,
Don't you call them crisp?
Crispies, yeah, Crispies.
Yeah, that's what Chippos are, Crispies.
that sounds awesome.
What's your favorite soda pop, Uncle Andy?
Oh, I love Dr. K. It's the best pop.
Don't you like Tub Q? Isn't that another one you were drinking, I saw?
Yeah, Tub Q is pretty good too. I like that one.
How about Trucker Explosion? I thought you liked that one too.
Ooh, yeah, another great soda. There's just so many. I love them all.
The best ones you love are the free ones out of my fridge.
That's exactly correct.
It looks like Uncle Andy's got a chiropractor and get his back sorted out. That's what it looks like.
Oh, well, I was laying bricks for all these years. So I'm kind of hunched over like this because I was doing all that labor for all them years.
Yeah, and sometimes in my bathroom, you forget to flush them bricks.
Oh, there was an accident.
Yeah, you're
It
right.
won't happen again.
At least the accident made it to the toilet.
I'm not like slippers.
Slippers must wear paper pants, I take it, does he?
I think that guy still wears diapers.
It could be like Ferrell. Ferrell does it in a litter tray, so it's addressed to both.
Oh.
That's right.
All right, well, I'm gonna go get some chippos.
All right, Andy, you go get some Popo and some Chippos. Nice talking to you.
I'm gonna get out of this stream. My legs are getting cold.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Take it easy.
See you, Andy.
Thanks for stopping in.
No problem.
My Lord. Andy, thank you very much for popping up. Fantastic. Nice to see you. Question there.
How about this one?
Yeah, go on.
How about this one? My push mower doesn't prime, but starts and runs on starting spray, and it sets for years and clean the carb. Can you tell? Scroll over. Be wide. If it's a Briggs and Stratton where it's got that primer built into the air filter plate, that air filter plate that mounts to the carburetor, that thing will warp.
Yeah.
And then that thing won't prime. So a lot of times we have to put 2 gaskets on that if you got the Briggs and Stratton one. Or if it still doesn't prime, then you got to get another backing plate. It's just too warped. So what you do is you look down the throat of the carburetor while you're pumping that bulb, and you should see gas shooting out of the nozzle. And if there's no gas shooting out of that center nozzle, then your primer isn't working.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, hey, Slippers.
I got a drink.
I actually had one. I actually had one the other week where that was a Briggs and Stratton, and I took the airbox off, and the gasket was broken. But it was beforehand. It was priming absolutely A1, lovely. I took the airbox off to clean the carburetor up, and put it back together. It wouldn't prime off that with a new gasket on. So I actually used 3 gaskets to get it to prime in the end. 3 of them.
Oh, yeah. So you know that trick too, then.
Oh yeah. They warp. I was also told by I think Hobby Motor, if you apply a little bit of silicone just to the very very bottom of the gasket as well, not you know where the little channel runs through for the primer, just a touch, just below that, and then bed it in. That also helps as well because it gives you that vacuum, doesn't it?
Right. It's leaking from there for some reason. You know,
Yeah.
warp. That plastic warps after a while. Yeah, real piece of crap.
SK says that mic is too hot. I've just realised I've been chatting away and my mic's been over there. So I thought I'd bring it down. What is a Grass Rat's Garage favourite type at the Mow?
What's that? What is the Grass Rat's Garage favorite type? Oh, of mower?
Yeah.
The one that doesn't show up at our shop for repair. That's our favorite.
They haven't made one yet.
Yeah.
There's one. Danny.
My favorite mower that I like is the one that landscaper's riding on that's cutting my grass. That's the favorite.
Yeah, I hear you. Danny says, what is the best mower that's ever been made, in your opinion? You know, if you or if you could put machines together, you know, what would be your ideal? You know, what is the best out at the moment, in your opinion?
You know, I kind of like those X marks.
You got to pay big money for them, though.
I've had a lot of landscapers that use those X marks and have absolutely like beat the crap out of them. And they come in and it's like, I can't believe that this thing is still out there working and the guy's, you know, able to cut with it.
Yeah.
So they seem to be pretty heavy duty. There's a lot of them out there that are made pretty heavy duty. Those Walker mowers, those are nice mowers. But again, these are all real high end, expensive. The old tractors, the old ones made in the You know, those old Sears Suburbans and those Bolins, and you know, those mowers are still out there. There's people still using them.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
40, 50 years old, they're still using them. The only problem with them is they're slow. You know, everything is speed now. You know, the zero turns. You want to get that grass cut. You want to get it cut fast, because a lot of people don't like cutting grass. And then some people go, you know, I don't mind that it takes me 4 hours to cut the grass.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't bother me. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'll just keep using this old tractor. But
are you going to GIE Expo this year? Yes, we plan on going, but we can't really disclose exactly what is in the works. But we're hoping some big plans this year for GIE. Yeah.
We have something similar over here called Saltex over here up in Birmingham, and hopefully with what's going on around the world at the moment, as you're aware, which we're not going to discuss. At the moment, we're currently in a lockdown situation, and hopefully that's going to be on. So that is like the UK GIE version, if you get it. So hopefully we're going to have a couple of guys go up there and we'll meet up and do our own thing over here in the UK with a bit of luck. But it's been shut down for 2 years because of the old that's been floating about.
If you do go, are you going to film there? It'd be interesting to see the English version of GIA.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I'll go up there and make a nuisance of myself and see how much trouble I can get in. Yeah, definitely. It's worth a go, isn't it?
Do you have to pay to get in? What's it cost? You know, like 20 bob or something?
No, free. It's probably not 20 bob. I think it's a threepenny bit. It's one threepenny bit to get in. I'll probably blag a VIP pass or something like that. I'll just tell them I'm related to the Queen, and you know I'll get in for nothing. So, but yeah, hopefully we do. Your GIE is massive, isn't it? It's a big event.
Yeah. Does this one have an outdoor area where you can test stuff?
No, it's inside one of them. We call it an O2 arena, so it's like a big stadium, if you like. It's all indoors.
Where they play football?
They do footballs, they do concerts, they do all sorts of stuff. It holds thousands of people. You know, it's all indoors though. The O2.
Sweet. Is Led Zeppelin going to be there?
Probably. Steve Small Engine Saloon says, I was going to throw down a super chat, but you don't have your super chat button turned on.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Maybe click on it. I've got no idea. And you click on it and you just leave me to it and just dump yourself back in the basement. Thank you very much for that. So I'm all about.
Here we are. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how this thing works.
This is all new to us.
This is our first time doing this, so bear with us.
You're live stream virgins.
That's right.
So yeah, I'm hoping to go there. I did notice that the American one. You guys were trying to get in a monster truck and all sorts of stuff, weren't you, last time?
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool. Did you get a chance? Did you get a chance to crush any cars while she was over there?
No, they wouldn't let me actually go in it. I just had to act like I was going in.
I'm new to the channel. Why do you wear all these fake teeth?
They're not fake.
Who's wearing fake
Who's
teeth?
wearing fake teeth?
It's hereditary.
I'm sorry. Our parents couldn't afford braces for us when we were little.
Yeah, and there's something in our water that doesn't get filtered out properly.
Yeah, we got no fluoride in our water.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Can you fix a cylinder with lots of scoring?
Scarring in the cylinder.
Yeah, you have to have it bored out.
Yeah.
You have to. I think they want to just fix it.
That's the third time in one night they left me to it. They'll be right back. So yeah, you can bore it out, or you can get a hone. I've got a hone.
You can try to hone it, but you don't want to hone it out too big because then it's going to be sloppy.
Yeah, you want to use one of them.
Depends on how bad it's scored.
Yeah, definitely.
I think what they mean is maybe like maybe bondoing it somehow, but no, you gotta hone it out as best you can, or you gotta have it bored oversized and put an oversized piston in it. It depends on how bad the score marks are. If the score marks aren't really that bad, you can try to hone them out as much as you can. You know, it may use a little bit of oil, but it'll run. We did engine rebuild video, and it was
I
scored.
once had an engine off of a hater. You guys don't have haters over there, do you?
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of haters.
Not a hater Mossberg, but
not that sort of hater. Yeah, we got a hater brand over here. I picked up a brand new engine. It was only 30 seconds old. Someone bought it, and the dealership gave it to his people. It's a version machine. Joined us to show him. I said, no, we've had one for years. We know what we're doing. Off they went and fired it up and had no oil in it. And I picked the engine up, got it freed, and it was only very, very lightly scored. I rehoned that, put new piston rings in there, and it's a little bit of an all burner, and not a great deal. It's my own personal mower, so yeah, as long as it's not too bad, you can hone it out. But otherwise, you got to you can get sleeved on some of the older machines too. Get them re-sleeved, can't you?
Yeah, but again, you gotta take it somewhere to have them do that, which I'm sure is not cheap nowadays. Plus, you got to find somebody.
Yeah, and that's where the cost comes into it. Haters are great machines. They're not bad.
And that's H-A-D-E-R?
H-A-Y-T-E-R. Hater.
Oh, H-A-Y-T-R. Oh, haters.
Can you actually work cars opposed to lawnmowers? I swear, is that can you actually work on cars as well, is it?
I don't like to work on cars. I mean, I've you know, a lot of stuff is you're limited now. You know, you got to have a scanner and all that to scan the codes. And
yeah, exactly.
You know, I could do the brakes on a car. I don't like working on cars, actually. I'd rather just take it to a shop and have them fix it.
Yeah,
you got to have unless it's just like something simple, like I said, like brakes. I did the brakes on my truck not too long ago, and
yeah. I'm in the same sort of frame of mind. When my van needs work, I just pay the money, just get it done. I can't be doing with it. And also, it's a different posture where you're up like this, aren't you, fixing something, and my arms go dead after 30 seconds. I'm sat there like that for about 3 hours afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yep. And we get a lot of car mechanics that come in and say, you know, I'd rather work on cars than work on lawnmowers.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. But only because a lot of them can't do carburetors, can they? Or carburetors, they just can't do them.
Right.
You know, they're on an injection pump or something like that. And a lot of people nowadays, they're just part fitters too, aren't they? They just take a bit off, put a bit on, take a bit off. You know.
So this Godfellas.
Yeah.
Godfellas is asking, how's the Triumph?
Actually, the Triumph is outside right now. I drove it here today because this is like one of the first days we had a nice day.
Yeah.
Well, it was. Now it's so.
Now, the keys are in it. It's outside.
Oh,
I had to
just let everybody know.
I had to. I had a little noise in the gearbox, as you call it, and I had to pull the gearbox out of it this winter. It kind of broke down on me back in September. So I pulled the gearbox out of it this winter and went through it and put it back in. And today was actually the first day I drove it since I did that.
Okay, cool. There's a question. How do you free up an old engine that's been sitting outside for a very long time?
Very carefully.
Yeah.
I've done it. But it takes a lot of patience, a lot of like PB Blaster or WD-40, some kind of lubricants, a little heat. Doesn't hurt to give it a little heat to kind of let that PB Blaster or whatever get in there. And then, you know, a wooden hammer handle on top of the piston, kind of lightly tap it. If you can get it to move a little bit, you know, you just got to keep working it. But it takes a lot of patience, and you got to be, you know, you may break stuff trying to get it unlocked. I know I did it on that 1937 Briggs Y engine. We did a video on back when we first started doing videos, the one with the crank pull.
Yeah.
That piston was stuck in there, and I got it apart, and I did break one of the piston rings, getting the rings off. And I had to find another ring that fit from another Briggs engine, but it was a little bit too big. but I just took the whizzer wheel and cut it and made it fit, and it worked. I was afraid that I was going to squeeze it too much when I was installing it and it would snap, but it didn't. It's still in there. It runs, doesn't smoke.
I freed up an engine. That was a Tacumish. That was seized up, so I put it in what I call the arrest position. Added it up on its tail. Poured all down the head and left it overnight. And then went back in, took the head off of it, and a couple of blows with a soft blow hammer and a little bit of prying on the flywheel. And eventually, they do start to go eventually. But the chances are, if it's been sat for so long, you're going to damage stuff as you free it up, as you say, aren't you?
Right. You just got to be real careful and real patient. It looks like we got somebody else that wants to jump in here onto the live stream.
What?
Yeah, who's this guy? Hey.
Yeah, and if I catch you talking that way again, I'm gonna pound you. All right? Oh, hey, what am I live here? What's going on here?
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, hey, what's going on out there, everybody?
It's East Coast Anthony, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Anthony?
We're doing good. How you doing, brother?
Pounding a couple people outside. What are you guys doing? Huh? What's going on here? Talking old cars? Is that what's going on?
I love the way you say old cars with a hip thrust at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I never changed the oil on nothing. Did you know that these new lawn tractors, they got air filters in them?
Yeah.
You gotta change them.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
Yep.
Why would you change that?
So what are you doing, Anthony?
What am I doing? I was just coming by to pick up my weed whacker, and now I'm in a live stream.
Yep. We're talking with Mick, who's over in England.
Hello.
Oh, England, huh?
Yeah. You ever
I don't
been
know
over
where
there,
that
Anthony?
is. Is that on the East Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah, not New England.
You're
the
way
real
east.
New England, right?
If you
No.
keep going east until your feet get wet, you're halfway there.
All right, good to know.
I think a couple of 100 years ago, you guys were fighting with them.
It happens. A lot of fighting going on, eh?
It happens.
I think you tried to pound a couple of them.
Yeah.
Like the pound hams, Taryl.
Oh my lord, you're gonna do me in.
So, Mick, what are you working on over there, huh?
Nothing. Nothing. It's half. It's nearly 8 o'clock at night. I'm not working. I've got feet up. I come over for a chat. I'm not working on nothing now. Different time zone.
So what, it's dinner time over there?
Yes, it's gone
Time for
past.
dinner?
It's nearly night time. Yeah, it's gone past dinner.
Just make
What
sure
time
you
is
don't catch your dinner.
They have tea. They like to drink tea a lot. Yeah, tea's at 5 o'clock, ain't it?
Tea's at 5. Yeah.
Tea and crumpets, huh?
Tea and crumpets, baby. Teas and crumpets.
What is a crumpet?
It's like a. You guys call them biscuits, I think. They're like a bit like a biscuit, and they got holes in the top. We put butter on top. They're very nice. Time for tea and tiffin. Yeah, very nice. Warm it up on a toaster. Very nice indeed.
And what do you put in the tea? Milk?
Yeah, milk, sugar, and tea bags or tea leaves. Yeah. Don't you drink tea then?
Oh yeah, every night I drink tea.
Yeah, that's a Long Island tea, isn't it? It's not the same thing, is
No, I like Earl Grey.
it? Earl Grey.
You don't like Earl Grey?
Oh no, hell no.
How about green tea?
No, oh hell, no chance. No, it turns my
green
teeth.
tea?
It turns my teeth a funny colour.
What flavor tea do you like?
I just standard PG for me. PG Tips. That's me.
That's the brand name?
That's a brand name. Yeah, PG Tips
So
as well.
it's like a black tea, right? It's considered a black tea.
Yeah, black tea until you add milk.
Well, that's what Earl Grey is, a black tea.
Yeah, Earl Grey tastes like old socks, doesn't it? It's got that taste. If you ever work in a workshop for 8 hours and go home and put your sock in a cup of hot water, then drink that, that's what Earl Grey tastes like, isn't it?
Okay, well, that's probably what I've been drinking. And
Do you drink tea, Anthony?
yeah, Anthony, you drink tea?
Do I drink tea? Yeah,
Yeah.
I drink tea. I got peppermint tea all morning. I drink when I'm eating my bananas.
Peppermint
That
tea.
Awesome.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Peppermint and bananas.
It's a great mix. You ought to try it out, Taryl.
I think you need to check up from a neck up. That's what I think.
Must be an East Coast thing.
It must be.
Peppermint.
Yeah, it kind of is.
How's Vic doing? I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, where's Vic?
Vic's got a bad back. So he's usually, he lays low a lot. He don't like to be walking around a whole bunch. But yeah, he's doing good.
So is that code for he's in jail?
Maybe.
Wow, you gave him up there pretty quick.
Got a little sign like that.
Yeah, he's got a bad back.
Look, he got caught up in this thing, all right? I don't want to get into it, but he got caught up in a thing. He had to go away for a while. He's got a bad back, all right?
He'll have a bad back of them 2-inch mattresses he got to lay on.
He's on a steel slab
I
now,
hope-
but yeah.
I hope that's the only reason he's got a bad back anyway. Oh.
Got one of the
Top-
foam
top-
mats.
Top Conker
What's
says
up?
he's sending some real tea.
Okay,
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
great. We like
Send
it.
us
We like.
tea. We
yeah,
love tea.
We do. We actually do. We do drink a lot of tea. We do.
And coffee.
We're not just
Coffee.
joking around.
Coffee.
Did you just say
Coffee.
Did you say
Well,
coffee? Did you say coffee or coffee?
A lot of coffee. We drink a
Coffee.
lot of coffee.
What's coffee? I've never heard of coffee. What's
Oh,
that?
come on, you put it in the little filter there, and you put it in the little machine with the water trickles through it. And it
Oh,
makes it
you
cool.
mean
Come on,
you mean
coffee.
you mean
Come on, make the
coffee?
coffee to go.
You mean coffee?
Coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. For a
That's how
minute
they
now.
say it on the East Coast. Coffee.
Yeah, I thought he said coffee.
That's what I said, coffee. You knucklehead. You're cruising. Don't make me come over there. I'll get the vaccine and be on a plane in
Bring-
2 hours.
Bring it on, Cupcake. Bring it on. bring your
Don't
bring
be
your
tempted.
coffee with you.
I'll bring you some coffee if you want. You go with the tea and crumpets. How about that? Hey, look, I gotta go. I'm gonna go find this guy Andy and pound him because he was saying something earlier and talking his crap. All right, I gotta go.
All right. See you, Andy.
Uncle,
All right, Andy.
Uncle Andy.
Oh, he's flat out, isn't he?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that Anthony's something else.
He can come over. He can come.
Stay
He's
away
gonna come
from
over and open a can of whoop ass on me by the sounds of it.
that. Oh, yeah. He's dangerous.
You're gonna bring his coffee. Isn't it amazing how the English language and how the Americans and different states of America they interpret different things. I mean, I was talking to someone in Alabama a while ago, and they actually had biscuits and gravy for breakfast, and I was like, "What's that all
Yes.
about?"
That's real popular. Yep. We eat that.
So what is the gravy? What is that?
It's like a white gravy, and it's got like sausage in it usually. And other people make it other ways. They might put bacon in it, and then you pour it over the biscuits.
See, we call what you call biscuits. We call them bread rolls, right? Is that the same thing?
Yeah. They're like bread rolls.
Yeah, because our biscuits are quite hard, and you get like 20 in a pack. You know what I mean? Little
Right,
tiny
they're
thin
almost
things
like
that.
a cookie. Those biscuits you're talking about are
Yeah.
like a cookie.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
No,
It's
you
weird.
guys just call everything the wrong name. That's all.
Whoa, hold up. Hold up, Buttercup.
It's
Right?
a cookie, not a biscuit.
It was us that invented the language, and you guys just mucked with it. It's as simple as that. That's all there is to it. I'm speaking English, you know what I mean? But you guys just absolutely ruined it.
You speak the King's English, right?
Only on Sundays. only on Sundays when I can't swear.
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh, look who's back.
Yeah, I'd use the bathroom, sorry.
Oh, I'll tell you something, Junior, you miss this crazy fella.
I got a spring back with me.
He drinks coffee. Coffee.
Yeah. That's
What are you guys talking about?
Anthony.
Oh, that East Coast Anthony stopped by while you were gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
drinks coffee.
Coffee,
He
huh?
drinks
What's that?
Coffee.
I
I
know.
don't know what that is, but
Coffee and mint bananas or something. He's
Yeah.
mad, isn't he?
Yeah, he likes
Banana?
peppermint tea and bananas.
wow, I like tea. But
Oh, that's
I don't
crazy.
love bananas.
There are many accents. Definitely in the UK, the accents. When you go to Scotland and Wales, and even some of them West Boy country boys, they talk it in code. I'm sure of it. You know, I can't understand a word of them sometimes. Or over in Ireland, it's even worse than that. You know, so we do get it over here, but I'm just amazed that just the terminology is what baffles me.
Well, in Wales, don't they speak Gaelic? Isn't that its own language?
In Wales, it's not actually categorised as a language, but I think they just mumble. It's their own thing. Yeah, it's not even a language, I believe. Yeah, the Queen's English. Yeah, exactly that. Apparently,
and we have on the East Coast they speak a little different. Here in the States, in the United States, in the East Coast, like Anthony speaks, like coffee and what else they say in the car. Get in the car.
The car.
Yeah, get in the car. And, it's not oil, it's Earl. Put the oil in it. Put some Earl in it.
Oh, Earl. Yeah, I've heard. Who says Earl? Oh yeah, Henry. He says Earl. I'm like, what's that?
Yeah, and then some parts of like New Hampshire and that it's like real thick accents. You can't understand what they're saying.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Then in the South, where I'm from, we speak like this. What you doing over there? What y'all doing?
Ma and Pa.
And then on the West Coast, it's like I talk like this. Hey, dude, hey, bro.
More chill.
William says, Terrell, do you have a missus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carla. I'm married to Carla.
Yeah.
Remember in the video, Bob that liked to eat the candy and get stomach aches? He was married to Carla.
Was she the young lady in you did a chainsaw video a while back cutting up a dead tree? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, that was it. I did.
And that was with Carla.
Yeah.
And she dumped Bob. The divorce isn't final yet, but we're stacked up together. Laws are only for if you get caught.
Mower guy says you parked the car in the yard in front of the. Where'd it go? I got retracted. I missed it. He deleted it.
Park your car in the yard in front of Harvard trying to say that in Boston.
That was all over the place.
Wow, yeah. You get every dialect in one on that one, I think.
Terrell, do you have any kids?
No, I don't know. Do you? Besides me, Junior. I'm about the only one here.
And slippers.
Unless there's a couple I don't know about.
Well, apparently you did come over to England. Did come over to England when you were 17? Is that not right?
I did. I did come to England for 2 weeks. I spent 2 weeks in England.
It's funny because I was going through Tesco's about 3 months ago. There's a bloke coming in down with teeth like that. I was wondering at the time. He had big, black, thick hair and he had teeth like that. I thought, hello. He looks about 38-year-old.
So
There you go.
I was there in. How old were you in 1978?
In 1978, I don't even want to tell you how old I was, but if you can picture the scene, I was like that. Hello? I was born in 78.
Okay, so that's when I was there. I'm your father.
It could very well be.
Because I did. I went around for 2 weeks. I was there. I spent a week. I spent a week in London, and then I spent another week on a bus, like the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour.
Okay.
Where I went around the whole country. So I went to Scotland. I went to Wales. I've been.
Did you visit the South Coast at all?
I don't remember. I know I went to Stonehenge, and I went to all the castles, and
I think I might require a DNA sample from you.
I went to Bath. How far do you live from Bath?
Yeah. Where's your bath at?
Yeah. Have you ever been to Bath?
Yeah.
Have you ever taken a bath?
Yeah, I had a bath about an hour and a half ago. Yeah. yeah. I've been to Bath. And what did you call Stonehenge? What was it? Stonehenge.
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 I was at the tower. I went to the Tower of London. A lot of dead bodies. A lot of dead bodies in the church under the floor. Everybody with no heads on them.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot in London. even in modern day, it happens quite a lot in London.
That Henry VIII, he had something about heads. I think he liked to chop them off.
If he didn't like them, just bosh
off
neck.
The head. Off with the
Thank you, guys, for a great Easter weekend stream. You're absolutely welcome. You know, it's good to actually sit back and relax a bit, because, you know, making videos is quite tough, isn't it? Especially, I mean, even more for you guys, because you have scripts to stick to, and me, I just turn up, put the camera on, and just whatever happens, you know, completely. But you guys, I see some of your outtakes where working together must be quite a rewarding and a funny thing to do. You know, because by looking at some of the outtakes, you guys are having the right blast as well.
Oh yeah, believe it or not, early on, a lot of fighting.
Really,
a lot of fighting.
As you could see in the original blooper video.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of fighting.
Outtake video.
trying to figure stuff out, different directions we're all trying to go in.
And everybody's, you know, like being in a band, everybody's got a vision. So of course you're gonna fight for what you want in it. But now we've kind of just given up. Junior runs the whole show. So me and Slippers just show up and they shove a script in our face and we just do it.
Me and my team of writers.
Yeah,
team of lawyers.
Writers.
Where was that one there?
We also got a team of lawyers too.
It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun when we come up here to make the videos.
Yeah.
So who came
up? Keep doing it.
And a lot of stuff is ad-libbed.
Ken Small Engine says, who came up with a Taryl concept? Where did Taryl sort of, you know, come from? You know, or was it a customer, or?
It was a Halloween costume I used to dress up as.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. And answer the door and hand out candy and terrorize small children.
And pop out in the garage when me and my pals were out there hanging out.
Yep. And
racing RC cars and drinking beers.
And like, who is this crazy hillbilly? Why does he live in this nice house? I think we should call the police.
Really? Are all these young guys musicians?
Yes.
Yeah.
Young guys.
Well,
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm 20.
They were both in a band for a lot of years. And
they
toured the whole country.
I played all over the world.
Kyle's played all over the world.
I've just only played all over the country. I wasn't good enough for the world.
Kyle's been to where? Where's all the countries you went to in Europe?
I don't even know at this point. I've been all over though.
Germany, Czech Republic, Italy.
Yeah. France.
We're
Belgium, Hungary. Never made it to the UK though.
No, that wasn't on the tour.
Really? I think I can just about manage a tambourine. Maybe a triangle at a push. That's about my musical limit.
I see somebody says we need to cover Sonic Reducer.
Well, I think we did cover that when we were in,
they were in a band.
When we were in a cover
and
band.
we also did play with Cheetah Chrome from the Dead Boys one time. But yeah, enough about that.
George G says, who is the English dude? And how do you guys connect? Well, apparently Taryl could be my old man, so that could be a thing at the moment. But we're going to figure that out.
And we're going to prove it right now, Mick. And you know what I'm talking about. Get that profile out. You got the same nose.
Junior, make Taryl big. So look at his nose. Make him big. Put him up down in the basement. Nose. Look at that ooter. He's got a right old big ooter in he. Right now drop him down.
Good look at that schnoz.
Yeah. Now look at my schnoz.
Now let's get a look at this schnoz.
They're identical.
Yeah.
I would say pretty close.
Pretty similar.
You might be my brother.
it's the same ooter. It's the
half brother.
Half brother. There's your new half brother,
right.
Mick.
Hi, family.
I told your mother to name you after Mick Jagger.
Did you ever think your channel would get this big?
What? I guess. I mean, no, not really.
Yeah, we had no idea.
We were just doing our thing, and yeah,
we just wanted to do some comedy videos and then put a little bit of how-to in it.
Oh, okay. Here's a good one.
Liking it.
Clinton Engine. I think I know who this guy is. That's got to be Pat. How are Muffkin and Blade and the Mama Kitty?
They are all.
Do you know who Muffkin and Blade are?
Muffkin and Blade, man. Yeah. In fact, saying that, funny enough, I had Throttle sent me an outfit he wanted me to wear tonight.
Oh, I gotta go change my diaper. I'll be back.
All right, good. Yeah, go do that somewhere else.
But to answer your question,
Starting to
Muffkin
leak.
and Blade and Mama Kitty are all doing fine. They're all at the house right now, actually.
I don't know.
It really came around.
I don't know why.
Dad.
I don't know why Throttle sent me this. I've got no idea what's going on with that.
What is a slingshot? What is that? What is that?
No, you get in it.
Water balloon launcher?
No, you stand in it and put it over your shoulders.
What's that brown stain in the back there?
That's a pretty small backpack.
I wouldn't put that near your face.
It smells like sardines.
Wow. Disgusting.
I don't know why he sent me that.
That's a water balloon launcher. It's got to be.
It's not. Well, it could be.
Do you like Ozzy Osbourne? Yes, I do. I do like Ozzy Osbourne.
I like Ozzy a lot because he's proper British, isn't he? He's proper British. Yeah,
I like Black Sabbath.
Yeah, he's just cool. He's the only man I know that can go across the field, about 80 mile an hour on a quad bike and come off and still live. He's just unkillable. He's fantastic. He's absolutely shot to bits, isn't he?
Tony,
You know what I mean?
Tony Iommi, I like him. He's an awesome guitar player. Lost a couple of fingers, not from a lawnmower, but tips of them. Geezer Butler, Bill Ward, those guys are great.
Let me just turn my heating on because it's getting a bit chilly down here. Because it's getting a bit late at night now. Ozzy Osbourne. Where's he live then? Is he sort of? I don't know.
He's in California. I'm sure he lives in California. I know they all live out there.
Probably at this point.
And they got homes in England too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They got.
Eric Clapton lives in Ohio.
We don't call them homes. We call them gaffs.
Well,
he's got a gaff.
Eric Clapton's got a gaff in Ohio.
Really?
Yes, he married a woman from Ohio, and he's got a gaff in Ohio, and I'm sure he's got.
We got buddies in a Metallica tribute band. They're playing tonight. Actually,
oh yeah,
they're called Battery.
Battery.
They're playing tonight over in.
Big Taryl fans.
Four
Battery.
Seasons. I don't know.
Is that
invite, but
is that double A or triple A battery?
I don't know. I'd have to ask Lawrence.
In fact, haven't you guys got some of our royalty over in America now? They jumped ship, didn't they? They come over, didn't they? Yeah.
Harry and Meghan.
I don't want to get involved in that.
No, they're in. They all go to California. I don't know why. They all flock to California.
Maybe the beer's cheap.
Probably the warm weather.
Nothing's cheap in California. Ted Nugent, I see. Yep, I like Ted.
Oh,
how old is Taryl?
I just turned 60.
Did you really? Happy 60th. 60 years old.
Yeah, I look pretty good, don't I, for 60?
Hold on, we got some pest hanging out in here. I see. Hold on, let's see. Hold on, what do you want?
Hey, Carol, do you have a spark plug?
Yeah, Skippy, I got hundreds of spark plugs.
Yeah, which one do you need? We got a bunch of them.
I need a J19LM.
You always need a J19. That's like the only plug you ever use. You ever use a CJ8Y or a RN9YC?
Yeah, I've heard of those. But I need a RN11YZ4.
Yeah, we got one.
Oh,
buy two of them.
Okay.
Or you better yet, like a box of them.
Yeah, buy a shop pack.
Oh, I don't need that many. I just need one.
You can afford it. You can afford it on your pension, surely.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure those spark plugs will outlive him.
Yeah.
One a week, jeez.
all right. I just need a spark plug, all right? Where are you at?
I thought you got eaten by a glob.
I don't know what you're talking about, eh? I just need a spark plug. Come on.
All right. We'll get you one. Hold on.
We're doing a
Okay.
live stream, Skippy. When we're done, we'll get you the spark plug. All right? How does that sound?
All right. L86C.
Like three different plugs you need. You need 3 plugs?
No, I just need one spark plug.
You keep naming a bunch of different plug numbers. Which plug do you need?
Oh, okay. I need a CJ8Y.
Don't you mean the
Then
BP,
you
don't you
need
mean the,
an L86C and then an RN9YC4
Yeah,
or
make up
something.
your mind.
Oh,
BP.
I don't need that kind.
get a BPRS in there? That'll do it.
Yeah, that's an NGK. You
Yeah.
want an NGK?
Yeah,
No,
or
I
B211.
like Champion better. Do you got Champion?
Yeah,
we got champion plugs.
Oh,
Don't you-
okay.
We got
How about
NGKs too.
DR7EB.
What?
What about Bosch? You want a Bosch plug?
I
There's a
don't
spot-
know
There's a
what
spark plug
Bosch
for you. Have
is.
that one.
Look at the size of that spark plug necklace.
Wow.
There you go. That's a proper necklace.
Oh, that's giant.
A proper necklace.
What spark plug is that?
What's that?
BP.
It's a torch plug. Torch plug.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a torch. Okay. Well, I gotta go get a spark plug.
yeah, go to the hardware store and get one.
Oh, I'm gonna come up and see you.
I'm surprised you got in.
I gotta lock that door. All these guys are getting in the shop somehow.
I know.
The gate
They're
must
coming
be
through the
open.
back door, I think.
I'm gonna lock this door next. All right, what time is it?
It's 2:30 our time.
You know what time that is. Time for a hams.
Time for a ham.
A tall boy.
Cracking a hammer.
You know, there's a ham shortage right now. Did you know that?
Yep.
Can't get hams. I ended up getting a case of these from super fan Uncle Pat. Thanks, Uncle Pat. I know you're watching.
Pat gave us a whole case of them tall boys.
Yeah.
Apparently, Charles says you've got to watch that slippery slippers, dude. You've got to watch him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's slippery.
Mm.
Rumor has it the Easter Bunny might be stopping by in a little bit here too, so you might want to stick around and make sure you catch that.
Yeah.
I wanna show you an engine that Uncle Pat brought me. It's from England.
From jolly old England.
Yes, I don't know too much about it. You know, it's running kind of wonky.
Wonky. It's running wonky.
But if we could fix it, he'd be happy as Larry.
Happy as Larry.
And who is Larry? Is he the king? Is Larry the king?
No, he's not the king. I can assure you of that. Where's he going? Go and get the engine.
Yeah, I guess so.
What's he got
Yeah,
then?
he's having an Easter hams right now.
An Easter ham. I've got work tonight, so I can't indulge in it. But I'll be indulging tomorrow.
Did you have are you having anything for Easter tomorrow, Mick?
Yeah, we have a leg of lamb, a leg of sheep tomorrow. So I'll probably get up around about midday after my night shift, and then I'll get stuck into that. And Riley boy is all very keen to get into his chocolate Easter eggs. Oh, what have you got there then?
Well, you tell me. It's got your country's name all over it.
Does it say made in the UK or does it say made in Taiwan? Because a lot of the stuff in the UK now says made in Taiwan on the side of it.
It says made in England.
Made in jolly old England. It's a Suffolk. So it looks like they were given two names, either an iron foundry or iron horse, which went out in about 1970s. Stop producing them. Yeah, that's off an old what we call a Suffolk Punch or Suffolk Super Colt.
I'm good. Thanks for checking in.
Generally off of a cylinder mower. That's where they come from.
Engine?
Well, you know, in their day they were good, definitely, and there's still loads of them running around, loads of them. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, a good little lump.
So this is the problem. I guess the manifold is made out of some kind of wonky material.
Yeah.
And it's deteriorated. But we do have the carburetor.
Is it a Zenith?
So is there any way to fix this?
Yeah, what carburetor's on that? Is that a Zenith carburetor?
Yes, it is.
It does say ZF. Yeah, Zenith carby. Yeah, okay.
And it says British made.
Yeah, British made in Taiwan. Zenith carburetor. Yeah, English. Yeah, that's all English, baby. Yeah. So
Is that the same people that made the TVs?
no,
Zenith?
no, or not
The
a car
quality
either.
goes in before the name goes on. Zenith.
Zenith, in it, Zenith. Yeah, I've got one of them myself. In one of my stores, I've got an older iron foundry engine. They're pretty good. So what's happened? Is it snapped off, is it?
Well, the manifold, the intake manifold, it's made out of some kind of different kind of metal, and it just kind of crumbled.
Yeah.
So I need an intake manifold.
Well, you can pretty much slap anything on that. You know, I've got an engine here somewhere.
So I could probably fabricate one out of like a piece of steel tube. And
hell yeah. So I've got one here.
What is
which is this one is a Villiers.
A village people.
No, a Villiers.
Villagers.
Villagers, yeah.
Are the villagers angry? Do they got torches?
Yeah, torches and pitchforks. Yeah, so pretty much the manifold, if I can turn it around without dropping it on my laptop, the manifold will be pretty much the same. You see? So yeah, you could put pretty much anything on there to do that.
I can get a villager's manifold and stick it on here.
You can get a villager's manifold on there, yeah.
And can I get one at the Dollar General? Do they got it at the Dollar General?
No, definitely not. You would struggle. There's a company called Martletts in the UK that sell them, or the Old Vintage Lawnmower Club would have them. If not, I've actually probably got an engine. I can send you the part for it if you want one.
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I've got a couple of.
Is that going to cost more than a Tecumseh emulsifier tube?
Yeah. How much is a small parcel in the US now? About $24 a go, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I've got a couple of spares of those. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, good. We can get this. We'll get it if we had the spaz. We could get this bloody engine running.
Well, if you can get it running, I'll be as happy as Larry.
I'd hate to throw it in the bin.
Oh no, don't throw it in the bin. There's lots of good spares on there. Those even that carburetor alone, they sell for good money. Yeah. That's off a little cylinder mower.
What do you call this thing?
I can't see. You got a big duck in the way. Move it over a bit.
What do you call the wire?
That's your HT lead.
You call it the wire pulley?
Eh?
What do you call the spark plug wire?
HT lead.
Oh, HT lead. I thought you were saying HT leaves.
No, I don't HT leaves. We're not Earl Grey anyway.
And what do you call the recoil?
Pull cord assembly, recall assembly.
And what do you call the muffler?
A muffkin.
There you go. Now you're learning.
Is that? I take it that one's got a set of points in there. Is it points and what have you?
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Yeah, be under the old recoil assembly, under the old flywheel. Then you can get. There is a little side inspection plate once you remove the 4 bolts, 2 on the top, 2 each side, and there'll be 3/8, and then be a little set of points in there. I believe they're set to 0.018. Uh-oh.
There we go. Not a little PV blaster and some JV weld can't fix.
Stick some putty on it.
How about I just JV weld this back together?
Yeah, that'll be all right.
Give it a little lick of paint.
A little bit of lick of paint.
And we'll have be running, and I'll be happy as Laddie. All right, enough.
You really want to get confused? Ask Mick about car hoods and trunk lids and door panels. Yeah, I know. We call them a bonnet over here. A car bonnet is the. I think you guys call that a hood, and we call the back of a car a boot, and you call it a trunk.
Oh, a trunk. That's right. And you call the hood where the engine is the bonnet.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're good little engines. I've got an engine here. Have you ever seen this engine before? Hang on, let me grab my camera. Have you ever seen this engine before? Have a little look-ski behind my head. Here you go. Now, there's a little engine for you. You ever seen one of them?
I have now.
There you go. You see? Any idea what that is?
You know what I need to do? I've seen it all now. Now I'm going to gouge my eyes out because I've seen everything.
That is an R2D2. No, it's not. That is an F12 sloper engine.
And that's a 4-stroke?
That's a 4-stroke. It's actually a motorbike engine. Yeah.
Wow.
That's on a mower I completely restored. That's on a Ransom Marquis.
Nice.
With a Villiers F12 sloper on there.
And then they would put that engine on a motorbike too?
Yeah, oh yeah, all day long, yeah.
You need to tidy up your shop a little bit there. You got a bunch of crap laying around.
Look, there's nothing wrong with my workshop. My workshop's fine.
Hoarders or what?
Yeah, like I'm watching an episode of Hoarders here.
I've been in contact
with the Unabomber. He lived in a shed.
I've been in contact with a queen, and she's inspected my toolbox, and it's fine.
That's right. How did that go?
It didn't go down very well.
Come with the sword and
yeah. She cut one of my ears. Yes, it's a BSA. That's right. Yeah, BSA sloper. You're not seen them before. The BSA sloper.
What are you doing down there?
It's like that.
To inspect your toolbox. How's your toolbox? Now I can knight you.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
It's the Easter Bunny.
Oh, it's Ronnie
Look who's
Jurgenstein.
here. Easter.
Ronnie!
You're not the Easter Bunny.
Oh.
You're Ronnie Jurgenstein with a pair of bunny ears on.
No, I'm the Easter Bunny. I got you guys some stuff for Easter.
You did?
What's in there?
What'd you get us?
Easter stuff.
Like?
Cool.
Check it out.
Oh,
there
nice.
you go.
Wow.
Dirty pre-filter. Just what
That's
I wanted.
That's good pre-filter, all right? Here you go.
What's this? It's an old lawnmower belt you dug out of the trash.
That's brand new.
What would I use
Looks
this
used
for?
to me.
It looks brand new to me.
What would I use this for?
Did you
Put
paint
on
that?
a lawnmower?
What did you spray paint it?
No, it's brand new.
This
all
is
right?
going back in the bin.
What is that?
I can't even do nothing nice for you guys.
It's
All
a
right, well,
lawnmower
What does
belt.
that smell? The basket smells terrible. What do you got in there?
all right. Oh, the ears keep falling off.
Oh,
What is that? Oh, is that what I think it is?
Yeah, some eggs in there.
looks like
for
the
you guys.
Easter Bunny left us a little gift.
Looks like
Maltesers.
there.
Little pellets.
There's a spark plug in there.
Yeah, that's for you, Taryl. Merry Christmas.
Oh, you bring all the
I
good
mean,
gifts.
Happy Easter.
Look at him.
Right there in the middle at the top.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
Plug.
That's a good plug, he says.
I'm glad he's not bringing a.
Just starting to break in.
There are some
glad
Easter eggs in there. What's
right.
in the Easter eggs? Money?
One for you.
Oh, there's some.
One for you.
I don't know if I even want this.
Is there coins in there?
Oh, you open it up and find out.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Oh, it's a bunch of carburetor parts.
Cool.
Yeah.
Keys and
It's not. There's not a Tecumseh emotion tube in there, is there? I could do with
No, it
one.
looks like it's all Briggs and Stratton parts.
I can keep that.
Yeah,
Couple,
some cool stuff for you guys. You guys
There's
like that?
Jets.
An old seat from a Needleman seat.
Wow. Cool.
Get a couple dollars for
Oh,
that.
that's it. There's
Here, you
it.
can have that one back.
Here's a Tacumish.
Oh yeah. This is a comment. Yeah, send it over. £24.
Tacumish bowl nut.
Ah, get that thing away
It's a
from me.
bunch of
Come
crap.
Ah,
It's a special gift from the
Oh
Easter.
yeah. It looks like a special gift. It probably smells like one and all.
Oh.
Little special gift in there from the Easter
Now, why
Bunny.
would you poop in an Easter
hold that up so they can
I
see it.
didn't. The Easter Bunny did.
That is not an Easter bunny turdley. That is a human turdley.
Oh, yeah. That's
Disgusting.
a bunny, little
Yeah.
Why
ball.
would you be walking around with that in a basket? There's something wrong with you.
There is something wrong with you.
I'm just
Get
trying
out
to
of here.
celebrate
Go. Take your
Easter.
crap and
Get
get
out of here.
All right.
done.
Hey,
Dealing
what's
with
up?
that.
Check out Ronnie's junk and stuff.
Get out of here.
Come on down. I got deals.
Come on.
I got deals.
No.
I
Okay,
don't
listen to
know
him.
why you even
Why
let that
ain't
man
this
in.
wrong?
That guy's annoying.
Hands up. Hands up if you saw sweet corn. I saw sweet corn in there.
I think that's what we ate last night.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusting.
and a nut roll.
Steve Small Engine said, I'll give you 20 quid for that lot. 20 quid. Yeah, have 20 quid.
We can work a deal.
Well,
I'm not
paying for a pile of poop. I know that. Bama Mowers, how you doing, Doug? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping on in. Nice to see you. Still got about 700 people in the house here. Do you know it, guys? You got
nice.
721 people watching you right now, and 553 on a thumbs up. How good is that?
That's
Now
great.
there's 2 more thumbs up right there.
Yep.
There you go. The one. There's no one. Oh, another one.
Thanks for watching. We're glad you guys are watching.
Are you enjoying yourselves? Are y'all having fun watching this?
Oh,
Where's the human shop rag? We didn't have room for him.
We're in a garden today, anyhow.
Yeah. I think we took him to the laundromat to wash the shop rag.
Usually just pressure wash them out back, but kind of
It's
chilly
Yeah,
today.
it's kind of chilly.
Slipper's characters all have bad backs, apparently.
Yeah. Evidently.
Hobby Motor says you guys are the best. There you go. Do you know what?
Well, thank you.
I think your fan base here. I've really enjoyed. Just a bit of Taryl Jr. and Slipper's time, and but I've enjoyed it. To see a sort of to get a communication going with each other. It's really good. I like it.
Yeah, thanks for being a part of this, Mick. And
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Without a doubt, I was honoured, and it's good. It's good to catch up with a different channel and have a laugh and a joke, because I think our personalities are similar-ish in certain ways and very, very different in others. But no, it's good fun to sit back and have a blast. That's what it's all about. I know that once we were talking before. I think was it my Christmas live stream. And I think Tara actually come out the workshop, sat down, was actually having the beer for about 45 minutes, and refused to go back into the workshop. So it's nice. It's nice to sit back and have a chill out. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
yeah, relax a little before the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I should mention we're not going to have a video tomorrow because we are doing this, and we had a whole bunch of content we already released this week. So if anything, just watch this again tomorrow.
Yeah, free times. Watch it 3 times.
Watch an old video. Dig up an old one.
But we have plenty in the bag. We got more coming. We're going to be unveiling the Ride Master. And then we got something coming up between Slippers is 10XL.
Oh,
and,
yeah, baby.
And the Ride Master.
I think
right.
A little friendly competition.
I think you'll be
Love
surprised when you watch the tug off.
Is it as friendly as a competition you guys had a little while ago where you were testing out snowblowers on that driveway? That got quite competitive because you guys were pushing a lot like your life depended on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of snow.
It was.
Way too much.
Are you guys very competitive? Because me and my brother, we're super competitive. I mean, we don't mean to be, but we went on a those kiddies go-kart tracks. These attractions you go to. We had a family day out, and we end up writing 2 go-karts off because we're racing each other. Do you know what I mean? Is it a bit like that when it goes a bit too far?
No, not that bad.
Not really, no.
Oh, right, it's just me and my brother then.
We work on the same team.
When one of us wins, we all win.
Well, yeah, exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
So if you get a little spats, they don't last very long. Because
that's what I'm on about. Yeah, the little spats. Yeah, the little spats. So I think it's all what it's all about. Being related and whatever. You've got to have that healthy competitiveness, haven't you?
Yeah, good to have a little.
Sometimes, yeah.
Apparently, MJ says we want Blade Man and Throttle.
Oh,
Yep.
We got some plans for the B-Man and the Throttle.
We got a new villain coming up.
Uh-oh.
For the Blade Man and Throttle.
You have to stay tuned for that.
Yeah, watch for the new villain.
We got a lot of stuff coming up. Yeah.
And we're gonna have the competition between the Ride Master and the Sears 10XL.
Yeah, that was good. We already filmed that. So
yeah, it's gonna be fun. I had a great time filming that one.
And we've got another real old project that we're working on, something from the 50s.
Yeah, more of that vintage antique stuff you guys like.
That was given to us by a Taryl fan out of Indianapolis.
Okay.
He came up and gave me this thing. He gave me all the paperwork and everything on it.
Hayes Machinery says, "Is your new villain based on Mick?" I don't think they would base a villain to be super fine fit and well tuned like me to be a villain, would they? You know what I mean?
No.
You could make a good villain. Light bulb head, we can call him.
Light bulb head. Oh, boom, boom, there goes another rib. Terrell, do you know about the Titanic? Someone says.
What about it?
What about it?
It just says, do you know about it?
Like I've heard of it before.
Right. I know there's a movie about it.
Yeah.
I know. I've never seen it because I know how it ends.
How's it end?
The ship sinks.
Oh, I ain't gonna watch it now. No point. I'm gonna watch it now.
That's ruined the movie for
I'm
me.
gonna watch that.
I'm not gonna watch that now. Great.
This guy said he's never seen you welding. Obviously,
Welding?
you never watched enough videos because you do plenty of welding.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
You can watch more
Brian,
videos.
from looking at it.
There's lots of welding
Also,
going
we've
on.
also ruined 2 lenses filming welding
Yeah, because the
because the
spanner.
sparks will pop and hit the lens and put little,
Yeah, we actually ruined 2 cameras.
well, just the lenses. But yeah,
yeah.
so you try
Mick,
not to do too much with the
Don't get too
welding.
close.
Mick, you remind me of Goldfinger.
Oh
Apparently,
yeah. Right.
cheers for that. Where we're going now, Terrell? Do you like Briggs flatheads or Tecumseh flatheads?
Briggs flatheads.
Yeah, well said. Well said. That I think the old flatheads are without a doubt good. You know, good solid old school engineering, aren't they? You know, they're pretty much bulletproof, whether it be a classic engine or quantum for that matter. Especially what we have over here. But they are without a doubt good. We see so many cheap Chinesium Chonda wannabe overhead valves. Do you get a lot of those over your neck of the woods?
Oh yes. Yes.
You know, some of the stuff that they're pumping out. I was in a local shop just today, actually having a look around, and the prices they want for a Chonda, cheap Chinesium copy is just crazy, absolutely crazy. You know, and they don't last a season, do they? They're absolutely shocking.
We've got that Predator engine, it's called, which they sell at the Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
Over here, and actually, that's supposed to be a pretty good engine. A lot of go-kart guys race that engine now, and they make a ton of aftermarket parts for it.
Mini bike guys too.
Yeah,
And
I see.
Like guys, you could buy one of those cheap engines and put about $1,000 into it and get about 23 horsepower out of it.
Yeah, hell yeah, I hear that. There's a channel called Tampa Boys Customs. They do a mini bike dirt racing. They make a little mini bike with a Predator engine on there. And they take the governors off and drive around, feels like lunatics. I think by the time they put the transmission clutches in there, the transversers and whatever, it's serious money going in, isn't it? Serious money going in.
Yes.
Is a lot of the stuff over there universal as well, or not? Because over here, it's not. There's not a lot of universal parts over here.
I know a lot of the Honda parts from the GX motor will fit that Predator.
Okay.
So you can buy a lot of Honda knockoff parts, which are a fraction of the cost of the OEM Honda ones, like the muffin and the fuel tank and the recoil. And they'll work on those Predators, carburetor.
Yeah. Taryl and Co remind me of the Three Stooges.
We love the Three Stooges.
That's kind of what we modeled our one design, our sticker after too. Three Stooges.
That's one.
Grew up watching Three Stooges.
Somebody was asking when are you going to work on the roof Palomino again?
Next winter. Everybody says this that visits that comes to the shop. Your shop looks a lot bigger on TV than when they actually come here.
Yeah.
Well, the modifications I want to make to that Palomino, I'm going to have to take that thing all apart. So it's going to actually tie up the shop. So I planned on working on it this winter, but then Slippers did his restoration on the 10XL, and I had to do the restoration on the Ride Master. And then time got away from us, and then spring hit. So it's going to have to wait till next winter, and then we're going to bring it in and pull it all apart. I want to put suspension on it, and I want to be able to rubber mount that engine. It vibrates a lot. So I want to make it so when I'm driving on, because it was a lawnmower. lawnmower. And you drove it on the grass and it only went as fast as a lawnmower. So I want to make it so it can go on off-road and have a little suspension and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be next year.
Krusty says, so what's your guys' favorite food? There you go. So if we were going to go out to a restaurant together and you could order what you like, what is your favorite sit down scram?
I usually get the possum stew when we go out.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys
care for that?
I
Surf
know.
and turf, baby.
He likes lobster
Steak and
tails,
lobster.
steak and lobster.
Oh, posh boy, eh?
Exactly correct.
I like Rocky Mountain oysters, if you know what those
Lord.
are.
See, I'm more of a simple man. I like toad in the hole.
Toenails.
No, toad in the hole, not toenails.
Why would you eat toenails?
Toad in the hole, not toenails. Clear out your lug holes.
Toad in the hole. What are those? Frog legs?
I know that.
No,
dance
it's just sausages, and you pour a batter mix over the top. You put it in the oven, and it swells up a bit like a cake in many ways. Not as tasty as a cake though, but it swells up, and the toad is the sausage. You see,
And he's in the hole.
exactly that. So yeah, toad in the hole is absolutely banging with mashed potato and a bit of gravy. That's my favourite. Toad in the hole.
Never heard of it.
It's a traditional English meal. It's quite it's a home cooked meal, you know, something you'd have at home. You know what I mean? They do a posh one. It has Yorkshire puddings, Ken. Yeah, exactly that. Yorkshire. Do you get Yorkshire puddings over your way? Yorkshire puddings?
No, we have real pudding. We don't have that bread pudding. That's like a bread pudding, ain't it? It's like a bread.
It's a batter mix. So
But we have real pudding here. You know, it looks like snot.
looks like snot.
Or it's a mushy poo.
We
It
like
comes
our
in different
pudding like we
flavors.
like our poo. Mushy.
Yeah, not like that bread pudding you guys eat over there. You guys eat a lot of weird crap over there. Haggis, isn't that
That's
sheep
nice.
stomach?
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. the advantage with a haggis is if you can't eat it, you know, you can always carry it home in the stomach. So you haven't got to buy a carry bag, have you? You can carry it home in the stomach.
Oh,
And what's in that? It's liver and
Yeah, to be fair,
eyeball and
it's very tasty. It's very tasty. You know,
rice. Isn't there rice in there?
there's all sorts in there. Yeah,
With
it's
the
nice though.
liver? Is there chicken feet? Beef,
Chicken toenails.
Taste. I actually, to be honest though, I like king crab legs. Those are good.
King crab.
Yes, you like
Yeah,
crab?
we don't get them over here. Our crabs aren't about that big. They're not even prince crabs. Tiny.
King crab. I like shrimp and
pizza.
lobster tail. I like all the bugs of the sea.
What about what about cockles?
Like,
Oh, go on. Yeah, cockles. Yeah, cockles.
What's that?
That's a creature from the sea.
Cockle?
Cockles and whelks and mussels.
No mussels. They're a little slimy. No mussels.
What was you going to say, Junior?
I said somebody's asking you, what does mutton taste like?
Well, that's
cheap.
lamb, ain't it?
Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap, chewy meat. Yeah, mutton is. We got a saying over it. We got a saying over here when an old bird or girl, when an old bird gets dressed up to the nines, we call it mutton dressed as lamb.
So it's like an old lamb, right?
Yeah, it's chewy, fatty, and horrible.
Like an old decrepit lamb, and you'd hate to just kill it, and we should probably eat it. It's old.
yeah, eat it. Yeah, eat it. Oh, eat it. Or,
Grow mutton chops.
There you go.
yeah, mutton. I like chops. Now you're talking. Yeah.
Who's sporting the mutton chops? Musty. He's got a good set of those mutton chops.
He come on my Chris. You was there, weren't you? Come on my stream, and he had chops out here, didn't he? Yeah, absolute beauty.
Yep. You know who he reminded me of?
Go on.
Ray Manzarek of the Doors. He had those big mutton chops. So I bet you he's a Doors fan.
Yeah. Yeah, mutton's all right. Mutton, yeah. I like mutton. I like old style country cooking is my thing. Because I was sort of born out in the country, do a lot of like shooting and what have you, hunting and what have you. So I eat a lot of the old country style cooking. I'm not into a lot of fast foods and that sort of stuff. And
You like birds too? You like quail and pheasant and all that?
yeah, I do. I shoot quail, pheasant, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and duck and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I do that. Cook it all up, eat it up. Yeah, I've got antlers hanging out in my freezer. You know what I mean? I've got all sorts of stuff going on in my freezer. Yeah, without a doubt. I'm into sort of country style cooking and.
What about
that
fox?
sort of
You don't do that fox hunting. That's for the highfalutin ones do that.
That's
fox
gone now. That's gone. That's gone. Yeah, that's a thing of the past now. All we now do is chase a man with a big rag tied behind him. That smells like a fox.
They don't
apparently.
do that fox hunting no more.
No, all gone. No, can't do that.
Why are
Can't
they
do it.
protected?
They are now. Yeah, protected by law because of cruelty to animals.
Oh, because they only hunted it because they didn't hunt it to eat it. It was for sport.
You don't want to eat a fox. Yeah, you don't want to eat one of them. Yeah, but they're classified as a vermin. You know, although they're critical for the circle of life. You know, get rid of the weaker prey animals and what have you. They didn't like it, so it's what it is. It's just one of them things that certain things have to be kicked out, and it'll probably come back in 10 years' time. There's too many of them.
How about squirrel? You eat squirrel?
I've eaten squirrel. Yeah, they're all right. A bit of a git to skin, and they taste nutty.
You know what we call them over here? You know what they call squirrel over here?
Tree rats.
That's right.
Yeah, they are. They are tree rats without a doubt.
How about pigeon? You ever eat pigeon?
Wood pigeon, yeah. I've eaten wood pigeon. Yeah, I shoot a lot of wood pigeon as well. It tastes very nice. Red meat.
How about a woodpecker?
No, you can't eat. No, you'll get in trouble for eating one of them.
Only if you get caught.
Not something I would do.
How about canary? You ever eat a canary?
No, that's something they do down in Alabama, I believe.
You ain't lived till you ate canary.
Come here.
Do you eat canary?
Yeah, go to the pet store and get one. Go take it home. You gotta get a lot of them though to make a meal out of it, like 10 of them.
Who thought up the phrase "and there's your dinner"? Speaking about food,
I used to work with a guy that would say that.
okay.
So he would show you how to do something, and when he got done showing you how to do that, he'd go, "Now there's your dinner."
No, there's your dinner.
And then he got that from a guy he worked with. So it goes back generations.
Mm. So where did you actually learn? Where did you learn your basics of mechanics? I mean, are you self-taught a lot of it, or are you qualified in engineering and what have you, or did you start at a very young age as a young lad, just mucking about with machines and what have you, or where did that come from?
We want to do a video on this too, and we have everything to do it. We just haven't done it yet. But my brother Farrell went to the drag strip. And he came back one day and he said, I was at the drag strip and there was a guy there that had an engine on a tricycle. And he was driving.
And again, that's the fourth time tonight they've done that to me. Left me up here all on my own. They'll be back in a minute.
He keeps cutting us off, Junior.
Yeah, that stupid thing.
So did I get cut off?
Yeah, you did, sir. Yes, you did.
All right. So he went to the drag strip, saw a guy riding around on a tricycle with an engine on it. And now I'm in 4th grade. So how old does that make you? About 9 or 10 years old?
I have no idea.
So
Somewhere around there.
I thought, well, that would be cool. So I put an engine on a tricycle. And my brother came home and saw me building this thing in the garage. And the first thing he said is, you're going to get in trouble. Dad's going to kill you. You took the handle off the lawnmower. And that stupid tricycle with the engine on it you're building isn't going to work. And lo and behold, a few hours later, we had that thing running and was driving it. And my brother came up and said, get off that thing. I want to take it for a ride. And he was gone for about 2 hours.
Really?
And we thought, well, it probably broke down. And all of a sudden, 2 hours later, he comes back and he goes, I rode all around town on that thing. So I have everything, all the original stuff that I did back in, that had to be in like 1971 that I did that. Wow. So we're going to recreate young Farrell putting an engine on a tricycle.
Hell yeah! I learned most of mine off of an old French bloke. He was about 74 when I was about 11. I used to work on on outboard motors and inboard marine engines. That's why I sort of learned my basics. And majority of mine is just self-taught. I worked on farms, and so you pretty much weld everything together and just bolt something just to make it work, get you through the shift. So that's where most of mine come from. I'm not engineered or qualified in any way, shape, or form. Just if it comes into the shop, it's got a spark plug, I'll have a go at it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. So we were self-taught too, because we didn't have a lot of money when we were growing up, and some of our neighbors. They had mini bikes and stuff. Their parents had more money, and we'd go to our parents and we go, Mommy and Daddy, we want a mini bike. We want to get a mini bike. And they would just laugh and go, we got bills to pay. We ain't got no money to spend on that crap. So when you want something bad like that as a kid, if you want it bad enough, you're going to figure out a way of getting it or make it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So that's what happened. That's how we kind of got started, me and my brother, basically stealing. So, we wanted a mini bike so bad, we just go kick somebody's garage door and just steal their mini bike. And then, when the cops come, we go, I don't know what they're talking about. That's our mini bike, see? And then we'd scratch our name in it.
You got your name on it.
You go, yeah, well, what's your name, kid? And he tells us, and we go, yeah, see, it's got our name on it. No, but that's what we would do. We would deliver papers and stuff to get money.
Yeah,
pretty much good, and then trade with other kids or find stuff. Like Musty does, go to the dump, find stuff, get it running.
You see, that's something I wish they did more over here, especially for my market of stuff. I see lots of videos like Musty driving down the road. There'd be a ride-on tractor, a generator, a weed whacker, we call them strimmers over here, all in a pole, and it just says free on the side of the road. We get very, very minimal sort of stuff like that. I know that you guys, is it like a Wednesday where is it called curb day? You can throw what you don't want out on the curb in certain states.
No, that's every day.
Oh, is that every day?
That's called Monday through Sunday.
All right, yeah, we don't get a lot of that at all. I think the British are just too tight asses to throw it away. They'd much rather have a mower where half the deck is missing, through rust, and it's missing a wheel. The handles are bent over, and they want 40 quid for it. So I wish we had more, and we can't also go into the tips as well and get stuff out of the tips as well. We can't do that either over here, which is sort of bonkers, because if you're trying to recycle stuff and trying to get, you need spare parts for stuff rather than buying them. If you can get secondhand parts, it's just as good,
Mm-hmm.
So how do you go? Because I've seen lots of your videos. Obviously, you are without a doubt an intelligent man. Your engineering in machinery is second to none. Some of your repairs are absolutely spot on to the T, talked down to specification, and other jobs are really, really rough, ready. Just I saw you do that coil on the flywheel. You had a coil which didn't fit, and you just machined it and made that fit. So how'd you go from being A1, talk it down to spec, as per the letter, to real sort of backyard sort of stuff as well? How does that mix?
Picking outside the trailer, right?
Yeah. When my brother got his shop, oh, look, Clipper. Hey, Clipper, you're watching this, huh? That's a good friend of mine from high school, James Sapola. How you doing, Clipper? Now, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
About outside the trailer.
Oh, when my brother opened his shop in 1978, we had already, were doing stuff like that, thinking outside the box and doing things. So when he had his shop, a lot of people would come to us and want stuff that had to be custom done.
Yeah.
Because these other shops just do everything by the book. So he got the reputation of doing stuff, outside the box.
Yeah. To me, that sort of mechanics is right up my alley. That's what it's about, isn't it? You don't have the part in stock, a brand new part that's just going to bolt on. So why not just get around that issue and just make it fit?
Yeah, or just at least try and see if it works or not.
I was gonna say, sometimes you just think, well, maybe this flywheel will fit or work on this engine.
Trial and error.
You just never know. Yeah.
And then when you look at, it's like with car guys, those guys that are really into cars, they can open the hood of a car and they can just rattle off all these, specifics about things, and same with us, you can look at, I tell people, you got to bring it here. I got to see it so I can see what you're talking about. And I go, oh, I know what that is. Because you see it so much all the time, every day, you just know what it is.
Yeah, I just seen some of your videos, and you're working on that. I don't know what you call it. Was it a bush hog where the front of the deck was missing, and you had the blade sort of like fully exposed?
Oh yeah,
out the front. I mean, what a bit of kit back. We got nothing like that over here. That is designed.
But that's how they made that. That came from the manufacturer that way.
We have similar things over here. We call them rough cut mowers and what have you over here. Some have got the quad system blade with the 4 little blades underneath.
Yeah.
But the one you had like a 21-inch blade on it, but half of that blade was actually exposed. I can't even begin to get around that. Even back then over here in the UK, you wouldn't have seen that.
No, there's a lot of that stuff that was made back in the 60s and 50s, and it was just real crude, and a lot of people got hurt, lost arms and legs and feet and fingers, and that's why you got all the safeties on.
It's called learning the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Some of the stuff I've worked on, especially the older stuff. I fired up my Ransom Marquis here first time I actually got it running off video. Trying to just see if I get it to run, and I poured some carbon spray down the head, fired it up, and I didn't know at the time, but it's got a central fugal clutch on it. So if your drive is not correctly I'm trying to think of the word, adjusted properly, as soon as you fire it up and you got it on half throttle, that drive is engaged. You're going for a walk, and it's not funny when you got a 20-inch mower and you're going across a workshop and your spanners and hammers are flying everywhere. And to be fair, it would have made a good video as well, but I couldn't put it on there. Some of the stuff is absolutely deadly, especially the old vintage stuff. But in comparison to today's modern technology, I've got a ride-on mower out here. And I don't do a lot of them only because I've got a good-sized workshop, but I got the access for my back alleyway here is not wide enough to get the ride-ons through. That's the downside. But I got a little tiny 30-inch. You guys have them over there, little MTD. I think you call them utility vehicles. A little tiny ride-on sort of multi-purpose sort of mower. It's got a grass bag on the back, and you can take it off. It turns into a little pickup as well. That sort of thing. A Pinto. They've got MTD Pinto.
No, never seen one.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I know that what's his name? Eliminator Performance. He had one. So you do have them in America, but you sit very high up on it, and they're very, very narrow. And I had one of those, and I got it all fired up, got it running. I got off the seat, and it stopped. And I spent about an hour and a half trying to figure out why I couldn't start a blinking thing. And it's just purely because the key was in the wrong position because of the seat sensor. It's just sort of done me in. And I had a mower come in a little while ago. A bloke said it doesn't run. Can you fix it? Yeah, I'll have a go at it. So he brought it in, and I pulled like my life depended on it. I couldn't even get this thing to spark or do anything. And it turns out you got to have, it's an American build machine. You got to have a grass box on it before you can start it. Without the grass box, there's a sensor down by the grass box.
Right.
Yeah.
And until you put a grass box on it, it won't do a thing. I spent about an hour and a half on that.
Because they're afraid somebody's going to stick their hand in there.
Yeah, exactly that. But he said, well, "Can you take it off?" I said, "No, leave it. I can't take it off. I've got to leave it on there. That's for your protection, But it took me an hour and a half just to figure that out,
Yeah, there's all kind of safeties on there. All you're doing is trying to protect people from themselves.
No, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. Is there anything is there a time when you sort of repair a machine and the owner picks it up and you think, they're going to have problems with that because there's either not a knack to starting, but a knack to running it. I had a fella turn up here to buy a mower off of me. He must have been as old as Slippers. He was of an age, and he bought this Honda HRX all singing power drive thing, and he was very well to do. Turned up with a little trilby hat on and sandy coloured slacks, and he engaged the drive, and he tripped over, and he was being dragged down my lawn by this roller. I just thought, you know what, I can't sell it to you because you're going to kill yourself. Go and buy a pair of scissors. You know what I mean? But do you ever get things like that?
Oh yeah.
What's that weird walk behind one that has all them levers where you like pull and it, you know, you have to push it forward? And one that Laz had.
Oh, it's some of those big hydrostat walk behind mowers.
Some of those have all them safety.
Where they got all those safety levers
things, and it's like,
you know, so if you let go of the thing, it just doesn't keep driving with the blade running.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know?
Apparently, the Pinto is sold under Craftsman label. They pop up for sale now and again. Apparently, that's in America.
So what year is that thing from?
It's got a overhead valve Intech engine on it, so it's probably about. It's not that old. It's not that old. It's probably about 12, 14 years old, something like that.
So Pat knows about it. That's Uncle Pat there.
What's up, Uncle Pat?
What's up,
Hey, Pat.
How you doing? Good to see you, buddy.
Pat gave us this. He had a bunch of these.
Middle of the screen there.
EZ start.
This is some vintage snake oil here.
Snake oil.
Can
What is that?
everybody see that? Into vintage snake oil.
It looks like that little container matey had out of it. What was that that program about the Indian motorbike? You know, where you put a little tiny.
The world's fastest Indian with
Exactly. Yeah,
Anthony Hopkins.
that's it. Yeah, it looks like that, doesn't it?
Ew.
Oh, yummy.
That looks like some syrup there, Pa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it down
It
there.
looks like some maple syrup.
Chug.
I have to put that on my pancakes later.
Well, yeah, you probably won't be waking up in that morning.
It's probably some Canadian maple syrup.
Matt says that's vintage K100.
Oh, here we go.
I think Pinto's got sold under a Husky name as well, apparently. I have seen Eliminated Performance. He done a
I'll
belt.
have to look one up.
They work off of a four belt drive system, a 4-belt system. They've got 4 belts underneath them.
So that's 4 reasons right there not to get one.
Exactly that. Yeah, I've got 4 belts to change next month.
And if it's like the Ford Pinto, probably if you ram in the back of it, it'll explode.
More than likely. Wayne says, love you guys. Lots of good info for and some comedy thrown in on top. Well, that's what
Got it backwards. It's lots of comedy, good comedy with some info thrown in.
And look at this little profile picture. Where is he? He's in an airplane or something.
You got
How you doing, Wayne?
reflective jacket on.
And watching.
Yeah, not reading that one up. So, yeah, we all know.
Let's talk a little bit about the future of the fuel treatment experiment. I want to get some input from you guys right now on this, because we're talking about November. You know, if the engines keep running, to just start over. And I saw a lot of comments. One of them that was kind of interesting was, don't get rid of the fuel that's in the gas cans that's already mixed.
Yeah.
Continue to use that fuel. I want to get the consensus of you grass rats out there. Maybe we should do that. Just go through the bowls, let you see what's happened, you know, over a year. And excuse me, start over and just use the fuel that's in there. Now, we do have the 2 engines that are on the pressure washer frames. So we got, 12 engines altogether?
Mm-hmm.
So we may want to introduce 2 more fuel treatments to the bunch. So we'll have the 2 with regular pump fuel, and then we'll have 10 more. So we'll have 2 more fuel treatments. So one thing I see a lot of is that Marvel Mystery Oil. A lot of people want me to try that. And then today I heard about this other treatment called Friggy, what?
Tri-G, I think.
Tri-G or 3G?
Fraggy, I think.
Isn't 5G some form of internet broadband?
Or 5G? No, 5G.
No, I think it's PRI-G.
Not 5G.
Not 5G.
Like the 5th generation internet.
Network.
Yeah.
We're talking about Prodigy.
So I kind of looked into this Prodigy stuff, and I watched a couple videos this morning on it, and their claim is you're able to pour this stuff in old stale gas, and it's supposed to make it run again.
Okay.
So, what do you think about Prodigy? So we're going to try that too. Add that in the mix. So that'll be in November.
Yeah, we'll try that snake venom out. So
Yeah.
we'll see
Give
how
it a
all that
chance.
goes. Where'd you go, Mick?
Uh-oh, he's got some kind of
He's gone.
he went to get some kind of fuel treatment they use over there in England.
What do we do?
Which
It's
is
my it's my gorgeous wife has just turned up to come and come and see
she
me.
want to get on in the stream?
She won't do that. She's sitting with. No, she don't. No,
She doesn't want any of that.
no, she's not up none of that.
And what does she think of all this with you doing a lawnmower and having your own YouTube channel?
She absolutely adores it because she loves how the garden. I've got quite a nice, good sized yard. She loves how the garden's got all the flowers growing up and what have you. And the trees are all nicely pruned, and there's like 50 lawnmowers all sat down the bottom in a big pole. She likes it's sort of feng shui. She likes that, She says it's my artistic side I have.
So it looks like yard art.
It's yard art. Yeah, she's not too. Yeah,
She doesn't
I'm
like
getting a look.
Do you have hillbillies over there in England?
Yeah, we shoot them.
Oh, no. So we
But-
ain't allowed over there, then, huh?
But again, only on a Sunday we shoot them.
Because over here, when you got a bunch of lawn equipment piled up like that, that's like a status symbol. You get the more junk you got in your yard, the higher up the. Look at that guy. He's got a lot of money. Look at all them lawnmowers he's got, and
Yeah, half
he's
of them.
got to be rich. He's a rich guy, so if we were to come over there and you had a pile of mowers, this guy's got some money. We need to talk to him. But she doesn't like all that. She don't like all that stuff piled up.
She well, I think to be fair, the reason I do it is for two reasons. One, because I enjoy mucking about with engines the same as you guys do. But the second reason is that it's therapeutic because my son's got additional needs, and having a child with additional needs is hard work. Especially Riley Boy is quite complex. So this is my release. This is what other people can go down the pub, get drunk, don't they, and all that sort of stuff. I like to just sit in my shed here, and I'm always home. So if Riley Boy has an issue, I'm always home to look after me if need be. So she understands it. I enjoy doing it, and it's something I can do locally as well. So I get the best of both worlds,
And it's a little added income too, right?
It's a little bit of income on top as well, but more importantly, I like to educate myself as machines differ or go back into the past, and try and understand their thoughts on why they engineered a machine that particular way, and if you can adapt it or make it do something else. That's what it's about for me. Just stripping stuff down and trying to make stuff work, enjoy myself. And of course, Riley Boy loves being on YouTube as well. So Mrs. P wasn't too keen at first. Because having a child with additional needs on the camera, there are, some people can be like. But in fact, the people that I have following me absolutely adore him. They send him presents and gifts and what have you. And he's part of the Mixed Mowers show, but that's exactly what it's about, me and my little Riley Boy. So it's an all-round good hobby for me. People can spend thousands of pounds on dirt bikes and go off for weekends and this, that, and the other. I'd much rather just be in my shack, chill out. As I say, if Riley Boy does, because Riley Boy does self-harm and what have you. So if he has a little bit of an incident indoors, Mrs. P gives me a quick little text or a ring, I can shoot up in the house and go and help him out. So that's why I do it. So it's therapeutic and also I enjoy it. So does Riley Boy. Riley Boy loves being down here. And if you say to him, go and grab a 3/8, he'll go and grab a 3/8. He knows what it looks like. He'll go and grab it. And he gets stuck in as well. So it's all good fun.
Good. Where is he? Where's Riley Boy? Is he sleeping in bed now?
So Riley Boy, because of his syndrome, he's got a syndrome called Smith-Magenis syndrome, which I doubt you would have heard of. So his body clock is upside down, and that's part of the syndrome. So Riley Boy goes to bed at 6 o'clock every night, 6 p.m. Time is now 9:20. So Riley goes to bed at 6 at night, and he'll be 10 next week. But he'll be awake at 1:30 in the morning. Every morning, he wakes up at 1:30. and he'll always be that way. So he wakes up about 1:30, and he's on YouTube watching you guys' videos and dancing around his bedroom like a loony. And, just generally enjoying himself, and so we had to adapt our way of life to suit his needs. And then by midday, lunchtime, he's dog tired. It's time for his bed. So we live a night shift in our house. So it's tough, but it's the cards I was dealt. So it's the cards I play. Right, it's as simple as that. So I love him, and that's all there is to it. But it won't change. It'll be the same when he's 46. He'll just be 24 stone and built like a house. So it's what it is. But it's the way he is, and I love him, and he's so affectionate too. So I know he was when we were chatting just the other day. I was chatting to Junior. I mean, of course, you turned up and you had your stuff on. He went flat out into the kitchen about 100 miles an hour to tell his mum that Terry was talking to him on the laptop. He was absolutely he was dancing around the kitchen going grass rat you like for about an hour. He absolutely thoroughly enjoying himself. And the people that do follow me on my channel, they all adore him. They give him treats, and they just send him so much affection and love towards him. It's absolutely fantastic.
He liked the package I sent him, didn't he?
Yes, he definitely did. Yeah, without a doubt. He wears his white Taryl t-shirt. He wears that as a PJ top. He wears that in bed most sort of every other. Well, if I can get it off and to wash it, it's better. But otherwise, he'll try and have it on for three or four nights solid if he can get away with it. But no, yeah, definitely. Without a doubt, and Riley Boy just loves a parcel anyway. You
get a lot of use out of that CD I sent you too. All our
I sent you a video clip of me going down to the local doctors to go and pick up some medication for Riley. And as soon as I go in the wife's car, I put it in there. But I have to take the wife's car because of a car seat. Yeah, as soon as I'm in a car, he puts a CD on, and that's it. Grass ratio. That's what I have at 38 on the volume, flat out, and he's in the back playing the air guitar and playing the drums. Oh yeah, it's great, isn't it? Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Probably know every word to every song on there.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people always ask and think that the lyrics to the theme song is like "bang bang yow" or something like that. But come on, the lyrics are "grass rats yow."
Yeah, that's what I have at about 75 miles an hour for about an hour a day when I go out in the car. But Riley gets involved in all the channels too. So whenever he sees you guys doing a video, it's up on the big screen in the front room, and he dances along and has a laugh and a joke. He thinks it's brilliant because it's enjoyable, and so if he enjoys it, I'm happy. It's as simple as that.
That's kind of like our channel is good too because it's a family thing. We all are involved.
Yeah, we get a lot of comments from whole families that watch our videos together.
But it's good for us too, being because we can all work together as a family.
And a lot of the fans tell us, they like that because they're bonding with their kids by watching our videos.
Exactly that. I try, when I do my live streams, I try and keep mine as clean as I can. I don't tolerate no foul language because I know people send Riley Boy parcels, and they say they sit there on a Saturday night. They turn the TV off, they put YouTube on, and they sit there, mum and dad, couple of kids, popcorn, bottle of pop, and that's their Saturday night. They sit and watch me for 2.5 hours with their kids. And that's quite humbling, isn't it? When you've actually got a family sat down devoted to what we're doing now.
Yeah. Yep. I get stuff. We get all kind of fan mail.
There's one next to
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
What about the one today?
We got Evelyn that was in the video. She's a big fan. She's coming out here in a week or so to visit again. They've been here several times.
Doesn't that pull on the old heartstrings when you got young kids? Taking the time to show their support.
And here I got some fan mail today from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee is for lovers.
Mary Grace sent that to us. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah,
thanks for watching.
It's from Mary.
We love getting fan mail.
Mm-hmm.
So we get lots of fan mail all the time.
Somebody sent us a signed Billy Bob Thornton autographed Carl Childers picture one time that you can probably see in our.
Yeah, we got it hanging in the showroom.
That's probably one of the coolest things we got.
That's awesome.
Well, the good thing about my channel also is that if I have a project on the go, for whatever it is, and I say, well, I need to get myself a carburetor for that or whatever, a coil. my subscribers actually go on the internet, and within 5 minutes of me going indoors, I've got emails coming through. Here's a link to this. Here's a link to that. Or within a day, you have a parcel turn up, and there's a call for it. Mick, have this in the shed. You can have it for your video. So a lot of subscribers are coming in and actually getting involved in the channel and sending you spare parts and what have you, or nuts and bolts. I was after an air tool connection. Do you think I've had air connection problems for about 3 months? And I found it was American channel, Ken Small Engines, and I think it was Rusty Rooster, sent me the info, which I couldn't find anywhere on the UK eBay. But once they sent me the actual info of it, I was able to find these connections for my air tools, and now I've got all my air guns, air chisels, and what have you. Now it's all A1, perfect, no leaks, and it all now fits. So it's great when the subscribers get involved and sort of help you out, because I'm not a professional and never will claim to be one. You know, so I'm learning all the time. But when people actually help you out, and it's not just about sending you free stuff, but they want to get involved in it and sort of give you a hand, you know, and want to see a project finish. So it's nice to see like that as well. You got one of your friends in there, Pro Parts Director, just popped in to say hello.
Oh yeah, hey, how's it going?
I assume that's Ed.
Pro Parts.
Hey Ed.
How's it going, Ed?
Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. So yeah, no, it's kind of great, and it is nice when you get a little picture, you know, where someone sat down at a table and drawn you guys up and what have you, and you know, it's cool, eh? You know, that's what I like about it. Because at the end of the day, we're all family men, aren't we? We're all family guys. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we get tools and stuff. We see, you know, fans see us and they're like, "Hey, Taryl could use this," and you know, we had that one fan send us those nice set of spoons for doing the tires, and I use them about every day now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. Did you get that present that me and Pete sent you? I expect you finished that now, didn't you?
It's
in fact, I believe you finished that on my Christmas live stream in one sitting.
It's in the bin.
Yeah.
You drank it. Taryl, what is your most used special tool? Your most used?
Probably that needle and seat puller that I made, which we need to get. We want to make a kit on that, and we need to get started on that at some point.
Yeah.
But that little kit I came up with for pulling those seats out and driving them back in.
Yeah.
Use that a lot. And that other one that you guys like, made out of the piece of copper tubing.
Yeah, the cable remover.
Yeah, to release those little tabs. Use that a lot. That works good.
I like the Z bender for me. The Z bender is probably my most used tool, because I don't buy a lot of cables and what have you. I make my own. So as long as the armor is good, I just make all my own cables out of stainless steel wire, 1.5 mil. Make on my own and whatever, put new ends on it and what have you, and crimp them together. That's what I do.
Yeah. I use that Z bender a lot. Another one I use a lot that we got from cousin Gerald Jack is that spring-loaded center punch that he sent me.
Yeah.
Where you pull on it.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
Comments.
Some of these comments are pretty funny.
I thought he was laughing because I like the center punch.
We're just reading the comments.
No,
that center punch is
I've
hilarious.
used it a couple times.
No, I like that center because I had those spring-loaded ones that you push on and then it pops.
Yeah.
You put a good dent in there. But yeah, I do like that one that Gerald Jack sent me that you pull on and it snaps, and then you can also hit it with a hammer.
Yeah,
that's a nice tool. That and that I like that lock and lube that fitting that goes on the end of your grease gun that locks on there.
Yeah.
That thing, I use that a lot. Yeah, there's quite a few tools that I like that I use a lot. But of the ones that I actually made is that seat puller and the little cable releaser.
Yeah, I like there's a tool I use now quite a lot. I've probably got it. It's in my drawer just here for removing emulsion tubes, and that's just a crochet hook. You know the crochet.
Right.
Yeah, the 1 mil one, you can put it right up in the tube, bend it slightly, and pull that tube straight out. Oh, it saves mucking about with Allen keys and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I had a fan sent me a set of those crochet needles for pulling the needle in seats, and it works good for pulling that tube out.
Yeah, works fantastic. Yeah, I'm definitely in for that. what's your Harry? That's over here. He's from Wales. Harry Hagrid, Garden Machinery. Mick and Taryl, what is your favourite engine you work on? Well, mine would be a Tecumseh all day long. No, I like working on the older stuff. To be fair, at the moment, I'm not enjoying the Briggses or the newer style engines. I'm not enjoying them at all. Too much plastic for me. There's no interest for me in there. So I like the older style stuff for me at the moment. I'm really getting involved in the old vintage carburetors where you got on the bench and if you take that jet out too fiercely, it's going to snap. You're not going to get another one. So you've got to take your time with it, a bit of heat, And so for me, anything Villiers or anything Suffolk punch wise, what have you, anything like that, Iron Horse Foundry, Blackburns, that's where I am.
Yeah, I like the old Briggs engines. They're real simple. They made it simple. It's not real complicated. They seem to run good when you get done working on them. Yeah, I like those old vintage Briggs engines that we've been doing lately. The old flathead Briggs engines.
The old cast flatheads.
Yeah,
they're nice, aren't they?
The old Polar K series engines. Those are pretty simple to work on.
I think the satisfaction also is more when you get something that's been sat for a while, and it's real old, and you can just tune that carburetor in. So they tune so well. There's no satisfaction in a Briggs and Stratton overhead valve E series engine just because you managed to get it to run off a choke because the plastic carburetors are shoddy.
Yeah.
There's no satisfaction in that for me. So I prefer when you can fire something up, that's been sat for 10 years.
Yeah.
I was just reading the text.
Yeah. I didn't text you. It wasn't me.
No.
What is the most?
The text I got from you, this person, they had their clothes on.
Hey, at the time, I was standing on a mirror. What is the most complicated engine you've ever worked on or taken apart, Taryl?
Most complicated, huh?
Oh, it's got to be that overhead valve Tecumseh engine, that old cast iron overhead valve Tecumseh engine. Now, for you grass rats out there, it's like they took a flathead motor and thought, if we just do this and if we just do that, we can make this an overhead valve engine. Trying to get them valves out and get that thing apart and get it back together. What a complicated, convoluted piece of crap that is. And you guys know, you're out there, I'm going to watch the comments come up. They're going to be agreeing with me. But yeah, it's that old cast iron. They put them on those old Sears Suburbans. Pile. A big POS.
Josh says, thank you, Taryl, for your inspiration and finally starting up my own repair business. I have about 20 years working on pretty much everything. So the inspiration isn't that good too? I get a lot of emails come through. Someone says, I've got a problem with this machine, and I email them what I think it is, and then they go off and they buy parts or buy tools, what have you. And they're just a man, just a standard family guy who hasn't got nothing, as in tool experience wise, and they email me back saying, do you know what, it's running as sweet as a nut. That sort of thing helps me out loads, especially with what's going around at the moment. I had a 74-year-old Scottish gentleman. He emailed me with a few problems he was having with a machine, and since we've all been in lockdown and doing what we're doing, he's now just started up buying up old machinery, old lawnmowers and what have you, and two-strokers and what have you, and just spending time in his shed. Otherwise, he'd just be sat in his chair doing nothing at 74 years old, and he's now out in his shed every day tinkering with machines and getting bits and pieces running,
Yeah. Is he wearing a kilt when he's doing this?
I'll have to get a mirror, get him to stand on a mirror, and I'll let you know. But if I see two haggises, I'm running.
And that little bag they wear on the kilt, there's tools in there, isn't there?
It's a sporran. A sporran. it's not
like got a bag of wrenches and stuff in there, and some nut drivers. You call them spanners.
Spanners, yeah. What's that?
Yeah, over here we call them wrenches by the right name.
Well, that's open to terminology. What's that say, Taryl? What's the biggest, most disgusting thing you've pulled from an engine?
We find dead mice.
Yeah. One time we found a dead kitten that got wedged up underneath a tractor one time when that came in.
What did it look like?
A dead cat.
Did it look like that?
Dead kitten.
Did it look like that?
Yeah.
Or before it got run over, it looked like that.
It didn't get run over. It must have got stuck up underneath. It was on a John Deere and I don't think it could get its way out. But
Hayes
lot of dead
Machinery.
mice.
Hayes Machinery says, Taryl, what is your favorite YouTube channel other than Mix, of course?
Oh, there's this one guy I love watching. Taryl Fixes All.
I've never heard of him. Is he local?
He's somewhere in the South. It's a hillbilly.
He's a hillbilly.
I got a funny story about something disgusting.
I don't know where this is going.
That's what we want to hear.
That happened to my brother Farrell. He had a customer that he would never grease his equipment. He was a commercial landscape guy, and he brings the mower in, and my brother goes, "I'm glad to see," and he's got this brown grease all over his hands, and he goes, "I'm glad to see you started greasing your equipment. Yeah, I see you're using that brown grease," and he goes, "That ain't brown grease. That's dog crap." And he had it all. My brother had it all over his hands. It was calling it brown grease.
Generally, the smell gives it away. Generally,
He can't smell nothing,
especially when you work on something and you go,
yeah.
put it under your router.
Like, man, that grease smells kind of crappy.
It's got bits in it. Is there any benefit from using full synthetic oil in your mowers and tractors?
Well, less friction, and then you can go longer between oil changes. The only thing I found that if you got an engine that's wore, because it's wore out, and that synthetic oil, tends to create less friction, it tends to use oil more.
Mm.
So if you're going to use synthetic oil, you should probably use it from the start. Like if you get a new piece of machinery, after you run the break-in oil in it, you can go to full synthetic.
Yeah.
And then
Which one?
a lot of people want to know if you can, go back and forth. Yeah, you can go back and forth. It's not going to hurt anything.
Here's a good one. Is Naked City closed up completely?
Okay, so they're saying that because we have 2 nudist camps here, not far from the shop.
You're like,
Do ya?
They're like right down the road.
Yeah, not just 1, 2.
I used to
2
have
of
to
them.
pick up in there.
Why do you need 2?
I know.
Well,
Why wasn't
because
enough?
what happened is this has gone back, I guess, to the 1940s when they first started them. And then, like anything, then there's friction between the nudists. I don't know, maybe some of them wanted to wear socks.
I
No, you got to go completely naked.
so
So a lot of them left and then started their own camp. So then there was 2.
So you got 2 naked camps and there's
2
friction
naked
between
camps.
the 2. There's friction between the 2. I don't want to hear anymore.
Yeah, and we used to pick up stuff there, but we don't anymore. And the funny thing is, when they come in here, they always forget their money.
Yeah, with no pockets, right?
They throw clothes on. They come up here to need something, or I forgot my wallet. Oh, it's back at camp. And then they got to go back and get it.
Evidently, there's not a pocket on the birthday suit.
Yeah, evidently.
One time I had to go there and pick up a mower, and it was in the fall.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, it was a chilly morning, and I thought, good, they'll have clothes on when I go there. So I go there, and there's these guys standing around pickup truck, and I'm like, good, they got clothes on. And then they walk out from in front of the pickup truck. They had shirts on, but no pants. True story.
There's a question there, Mick. Do you have a video on your 1996 Sabo with the overhead valve engines and Taryl? pill available in Germany? I need to see prices on the US dollar, but need them in the euro. So yeah, I do have a video coming out on my Sabo. It'll be in a week or two, something like that. It'll be coming out.
And yeah,
Ship all over the world.
Yeah, we ship all over the world.
Yep. Yeah, we ship all over. We sent to Germany,
Yep.
Sweden, all over. All over.
So
Canada.
hello there, Germany.
Yeah.
And then people have asked
He's
too
the one
about
packing the order, so he sees all your stuff.
people
So
have asked you about like Mick, I know you mentioned about shipping being expensive overseas.
Yeah.
There's not really anything we can do about that because it just costs so much to send from here out
To there.
I mean,
I
I've
think-
tried looking into the cheapest possible ways, but yeah.
I think you should get Pete Froud to be one of the UK reps and just get him to fill his house up with Taryl. His missus would love it.
Yeah, and then he can ship it out from there. He can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like
like a second location or
Right.
something.
So that
we'll call him Amazon Pete.
Amazon Pete. So that 1996 Sabo. Have you heard of Sabo before?
No, you guys got weird crap over there.
Yeah.
We have.
Villagers and haters, and Dennis, and Rogers.
So the Sabo is the 1996 Sabo is a very early style on the overhead valve Intech Briggs engine. It's quite an early model. The carburetor is a really weird carby. It comes off out the tank onto a T-hinge, and you get like a little fuel indicator on your tank. But then it goes into the carburetor. But then the carburetor's got a little tiny vent hose coming out the back, just an air vent hose. You've seen that before on a carburetor? Just a standard vent hose. Have you seen that? Yeah, I've not come across one before. Never before in my life. Never seen one like that. So it's got a feed. It's got a feed in, and then it goes into the inlet as it would normally. Everything else, but there's got a little tiny air pressure release valve or something in there. Have you not seen that? Have you seen that?
No. I said
Well,
yeah, I meant no.
I've not come across it before, and it was on an Intech Briggs. I've never come across that before. It sort of stumped me. I thought
It's just something that's sold in Europe. I know Briggs. I think they got facilities. I don't know if they have manufacturing and assembly facilities all over the world. So do you know if they have a factory there in England or somewhere in Europe where they're manufacturing engines for the European side? Because they make things different there. And
most of the parts that I get for Briggs is coming from like the Netherlands, places out there. A lot of the stuff it's very hard to get anything in the UK, so a lot of it's still being shipped in.
But you don't know of any actual plant where they're putting engines together and selling them over there?
No.
Because you did mention the Tacumish that was made in Italy. I know they had some kind of deal with an Italian engine maker back in the day, Tacumish.
No, not at all.
Slippers, would you restore Ken's Sears for him?
I'm good on that. That was and money restoring mine. I'm moving on to CB 175 right now.
Oh,
I'll
nice.
be restoring that next.
Good night from Sweden to Bjorn. Good night, Bjorn. Probably
Good
listening.
night.
He's listening to ABBA as he goes to sleep. Probably playing some ABBA.
There you go.
Hobby Motor says is that Briggs are manufacturing in the US and China. Simple as that.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Cool. I know all the engines are going to be on Toro stuff this year.
And Hayes Machinery, they're a main dealer up in the UK. No Briggs assembly in Europe, as far as he knows. And again, they've got themselves out the old bags. Will you bag it up, guys? Leave me up on my own. Sabo Motors, lawnmower in German, yeah. We build this Sabo mowers over here. I got much of him. What happened there, Junior? You keep kicking yourself out.
Turns out if I scroll too much to the left, it kicks us off.
We'll try doing it to the right and see what happens then.
Yeah, I gotta go back and forth.
So it's called a Sabo. I think we got a Kevin Sabo as an actor over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't he
was on
Highlander?
Highlander. I thought he was Tarzan or something.
No, he was one of those guys. I forget.
Kevin
that
Sabo.
show.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
forget.
What was it called?
I forget.
MacGyver or something?
No.
I don't know.
He was one of those guys.
You live in Indiana. Yes, I do.
Podunk, baby.
Podunk, Indiana. Right in
You
the
guys
central part of the state.
You guys have the most entertaining and most educational videos. I've learned a lot from you guys.
Thank you.
Mostly how to hide from slippers.
That's a good one. Gotta hide from the yes man.
I know. I do that too, trying to hide from this guy all the time.
I'll
But he's
talk
got the
your ear off.
flashlight out and he finds me.
I find these guys and I talk their ears off about nothing.
Steak dinners and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Good night from Denmark. What time is it in Denmark? You know, there's time change for them. Denmark, that's like going to like a different state away from us, right?
Yeah. That's my mate Klaus. He generally comes on my live stream. He's nice fella. He does. He tried. He's got his own YouTube channel, Hobby Motor, and he does most of his in his native tongue. And then we said to him, "Well, try doing some in English, so we can understand it, because British are lazy." And he done a few in English, and all his subscribers all had to go at him because they couldn't understand it. So he's gone back to how he was doing it beforehand.
So good night to him.
Is that your real hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The world needs to know.
Well, real hair.
They're all interested.
So they go to bed early in Denmark. Probably got to get up and make the Danish in the morning.
Make the bacon, baby. Make the bacon. There's a question there about what's floating around the world at the moment about did it hurt your business at all? Mine isn't a business. Mine is just a hobby. As I say, just for enjoyment purposes. Has the thing that's been floating around at all affected you in your business? Do you think, Taryl?
Yeah, we had to close a couple of times. So yeah, things were down. So we only because we had to close for a few times for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
precaution. They want you to do all that. So, but everything was good.
It all worked out.
It all worked out.
Yeah, hopefully we'll all be out of it soon, and we'll be back to our normal stupid selves with a bit of luck.
Yeah,
with a bit of luck, that'd be good.
All right, Mick. Well, I hate to cut you short here, but
it's going on 3 hours.
I'm surprised 700 people watched that whole time.
Yeah. This is like a Scorsese movie.
Oh, without a doubt, you got 685 in the house, 743 thumbs up, a couple of lost C's at Seoul. So can you all please give Taryl and the boys a big thumbs up, please, to show your appreciation, because it does help.
Yeah, thanks,
thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thanks, everybody, and have a happy Easter tomorrow for those of you who celebrate Easter.
Yeah.
Got some cool videos coming up here soon.
Yeah, again, we're not going to have a video tomorrow because we had a lot on our plate this week. But we got plenty.
We got some other good
already
stuff
filmed,
coming.
more stuff coming, Q&As. We're going to probably do more, the service bulletin classics at some point here. And
Cool. Well, I would like just to say thank you very much for inviting me up onto the panel tonight. I have really enjoyed myself, and it's been an absolute blast.
Thanks for everything, Mick. You helped walk us through all this.
You're absolutely welcome.
Thanks to Pete Proud too for
thanks,
Pete. Thanks, Pete.
Cheers. It's been an absolute honor. So absolutely fantastic. I've enjoyed myself and got a lot out of it as well. So thank you very much for having me up as always. Brilliant fun. I enjoyed myself.
And again, thanks to everybody for watching.
Yeah,
keep watching and wrenching with us.
Oh yeah, we're using your keychain in an upcoming video too. You'll see your keychain.
Okay, I'll keep my peepers peeled. No worries. So all you got to do now is, if you didn't know, is top right hand corner. It says end stream, and that little red box will go grey.
All right. So thanks everybody.
Right.
Thanks for watching.
Take care, everybody. Keep watching.
See you later, people. Take it easy.
Cheers and tally ho.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
See you later.
Bye.